have to close our blinds.
Hello!
Might want to just turn off that.
What is up, homies? Is that better now?
Which... Figuring out which, blind was
The problem. Okay. Hi.
It's a horror game after all, right?
It is a horror game, this is true. Logan is here, hello. They say, hello, I have mac and cheese, it is good. I'm glad you have some mac and cheese. We have a horror game.
Yeah.
Happy Pride Month, homies. It's officially June now.
Has been.
Has been for a couple of days. And we decided that this Pride Month we're going to try to play some queer games. And we've found one for today called Scarlet Hollow, which is a kind of like a dark comedy / horror game. With a very complex relationship system for all the NPCs, and there are romanceable characters, some of which are going to be the same gender as the protagonist, so that's what we're doing.
Full disclosure, to find these Pride games, I just went through the LGBTQ tag on Steam, so it's somewhat unclear in exactly what way all of these games are gay.
But they are all apparently, in some way, gay.
So
we're gonna just hop right into it. Got a little bone hand. Your name is... What should our name be?
Oh.
I wasn't expecting to have to name ourselves.
Well, let's not do what we did with One Shot, where we made it some horrible abomination of
Glitch cakey or some shit. We should just give this person a completely separate name.
Yeah.
So we could take some chat suggestions.
Name them Scarlet for irony.
It pulls an Undertale and is like the true name. Dun 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 dun. If nobody comes up with anything, I'm just gonna name them Beans.
Absolutely not.
I'm going for it.
No!
Beans.
No.
It's typed. It's not confirmed. But it's typed. You're just Googling names. What of it? Jesus Christ.
Some funky names.
It just automatically took you to names that start with S for some reason. Oh. Has the chat elaborated? Come up with any suggestions?
Logan suggests Astra and
Chelsea.
Chelsea. I like Astra.
Alright, Astra it is. You live in the city of beans.
Fine. That one can be beans.
Beans. Oh, shit, we can make them non-B.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's make them non-B.
Zen is here, hello.
Yes.
Does not impact gameplay. Ooh, okay.
Select 2 traits. Traits unlock additional paths and dialogue options. So we can be hench, we can be mystical, we can talk to animals, we can be street smart. Hot.
I like that hot is very different from the other ones on this list.
Book smart or keen eye. Let's see. So strong, athletic, pinnacle of fitness, can shotgun a root beer in 3 seconds. Strange and unusual. You see the threads of reality in a way others cannot. You can talk to animals. Animals can talk to you. A gift and a curse. Smells BS. Also good at BS. No door can hold you. Observant. Picks up on vibes. Understands others' perspectives. You know a lot of fun facts. Research is your favorite activity. Straight A student. Attractive. Charming. People want to either be with you or be you.
We can only have two. I like either mystical, talk to animals, or street smart, personally. Jordan is here. Hello.
Howdy hi.
Jordan says it's 3 a.m. Why are the stream times so bad in my area, which is redacted because time zones are unfortunate.
So you said talk to animals, and which other ones?
Mystical and street smart. Basically most of the top row.
I feel like they're gonna impact gameplay the most. I feel like I want talk to animals because I want to be able to talk to animals.
Okay.
And then we can either be good at lying and breaking into places, or we can be strange and unusual.
See, like, I really like the vibes of mystical, and I think it goes well with talks to animals, but I feel like street smarts would be really, really helpful.
Yeah, that's the thing. We could get chat input. Hula is here, and they go, why are you romancing the goth lady? Who is the goth lady? The goth lady is someone we saw in the trailer of this game, and we decided that we are going to romance her. So far, we have crafted a non-binary protagonist whose name is Astria. They're from the city of Beans, and they can talk to animals. Okay, Logan says street smarts.
I really like the idea of mystical.
I really like having this weird, like, vibey, non-binary character that's just, like, vibing, you know, and is just strange and unusual and can talk to animals, but I feel like street smarts is going to help us with gameplay the most, which makes me kind of want to pick it because we're bad at games.
True.
I'm sure all of them are going to be helpful in gameplay in some way or another, else they wouldn't have them, though.
Hula says, I accept mystical.
So we're torn. We've got one vote for each trait, and both of us are conflicted. We could run a poll.
Fine.
Watching you type is just the worst experience. You want it? Go get it. Street smarts.
Do not allow additional votes. Polls are so great.
They are.
Damn. Part of me just wants to go with
JJ.
mystical, because we're getting a lot of people saying street smarts.
Uh-huh.
But, like, I just keep kind of...
I mean, we can disregard the poll. This isn't the hive mind game. You don't dictate our behavior. It's possible we're thinking too hard about it.
It's almost definitely that way.
I recognize both these leaves. That's an oak leaf, and that's a maple leaf.
Nice.
I know things about plants now, because I took a summer class about it.
So it's just pick hot out of spite.
Just this fucking absolute smoke show that can talk to animals and is from the city of beans. Is that Chicago? Oh, it's
Just pick mystical.
We're going with mystical.
Let's be magical.
We're gonna be spooky as hell. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides, and countless late-night stops in seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of her mother, your aunt, seems like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. You want to be stranger?
Sure. So anyway, as I was saying...
Oh, there's just some eyeballs on this dude. Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago.
I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing.
Jesus!
I don't like this guy.
I like his shirt that says, I want to yeah on it. I want that shirt. So we can say, wait, what? Dude, what's wrong with you? Hell yeah, sounds awesome.
Let's go with, like, the mild wait, what?
Yeah. Pushing no,
No,
do you
that's
want me to
actually
be Astro?
true.
Pushing joggers into the harbor?
Yeah, you know, teen stuff. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was going to call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. So she kept swinging, and soon enough she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out. Her phone got soaked, so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day.
I highly doubt that.
She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious.
This guy's unhinged.
I thought he was talking about this like it was the distant past. Like, he was like, when I was a teen, but...
I guess
you're 20 years old now, sir?
He definitely turned 20 last week and is like, well, yeah, you know, when you're a teenager, you do dumb stuff.
Logan says, give me that fucking shirt. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real, and geez. You ever get so mad you just want to, like, kill somebody? Alright.
This dude is definitely holding this poor woman at gunpoint. Threaten. I kind of feel like killing someone right now. I never feel that way, no. Oh yeah, all the time. So we can I feel like we have to stay true to the traits that we picked for a character, which is mystical. So none of these feel particularly mystical.
I'm tempted to be like, I kind of feel like killing someone right now.
What if he just starts strangling
us? Yeah, that's my
See, here's the thing. This is apparently very complex, like, character interactions. It's very heavy on the role play. And also, it's like a horror game, and it says that it jumps between comedy and horror very fast. So I'm afraid of picking the wrong option and then getting murdered. So I think we should definitely go with one of the first two. So we can either very pointedly be like, I never feel that way. No. Kind of subtly being like, you're unhinged. Or we can be like, if you don't stop fucking talking to me, I'm gonna stab you in the neck.
What kind of person do we want to be?
Do we want to be aggressive, or do we want to be like, just smile and wave, boys? Smile.
I feel like I want a character to be pretty nice, but then this guy's an asshole. So, like, I feel like it doesn't necessarily contradict the idea of being a nice person to be mean to an asshole.
Yeah, but it's so early in the game. It's like, what if there are, like, assumptions made about how we're gonna play this based on these responses?
Maybe I never feel that way now. We're just gonna pick a bunch of fucking lukewarm options the whole game.
We'll get more weird later on. I have never wanted to kill anyone.
You're young. You'll get it when someone tries to break your heart someday. It changes a person. Makes them think that things they never thought they could. Ha! I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to her son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it.
That woman needs to take that kid and run. Look at that face.
Oh, good lord, this poor woman, that poor child. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. I hate this guy.
Smart move. Get out while you still can.
Just say what's wrong with you at this point.
Your girlfriend Your girlfriend is giving birth right now, and you're thinking about ditching her to go to have fun in New York after she tried to break up with you and you threatened to kill her?
Hey now, I never threatened to kill her. Okay, maybe over text. Just a little. But fatherhood is scary. Plus her mom is there, so it's not like she's alone. Her mom doesn't like me much, so I probably just make things super stressful. She'll understand. She's chill. You know, maybe we should have told him to go to New York and leave this poor woman alone.
That's true. It doesn't seem like we deterred him at all. So...
He doesn't seem to be like he wants to stab us for that. So that's good to know.
That's a good sign. That face looks like he's about to snap.
I'm afraid he's gonna, like, turn up later in the game, like, stalking us with a knife or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, where did you say you were headed?
Mystical. I'm returning to my ancestral home. I didn't. Scarlet Hollow. Just a small town. You probably haven't heard of it. Don't answer. We have to be mystical.
Alright.
I'm returning to my ancestral home, Lowe's. I'm returning to my ancestral home. My mother fled from her destiny there many years ago, but now that both she and her sister have departed from this world, I can feel it calling me back.
Yeah, that seemed to put him off. Good. The young man oh, that's you.
The young man anxiously shifts in his seat. For one perceptible moment, it's his turn to feel uncomfortable before he catches himself and heartily laughs.
Oh, you must be talking about Scarlet Hollow, right? Ooh, the Hollow, as they call it in the mountains. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around, so if you aren't getting off at my stop, you must be headed up that way. Almost nobody ever goes there. I'm usually alone on this bus by now. Though actually, I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the hollow. You see, and... Oh god, what the fuck is this? There's a coal mine up in the hollow, you see, and there's always a job listing or two on the boards around there. Sorry, I really need new glasses so I can't, like, read all the punctuation in the text box.
Oh, you really do need new glasses if you're this close to the computer.
I can read it if I do this. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. Haven't heard from them in a while now that I think about it. I should see if they're on the Facebook. See how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die! They died. They definitely died.
He looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you.
Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you.
Don't give me things. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts.
They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore.
So you say, nice, I love boiled peanuts. Take the peanuts, no thanks, or screw you and screw you peanuts, or eat the peanuts. I don't really want his dripping peanuts, but I feel like they're going to be important.
I'm going to do my normal game strategy of hoarding everything.
We have taken the peanuts. Thanks.
You're welcome. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend.
Have fun on your trip to hell, asshole. Fucking Christ, that guy was a nightmare.
Logan says, screw you and screw your peanuts.
And just like that, the stranger is gone. Maybe you can finally get some sleep.
Zen says, he looks so polite. And Logan says, he does, but this guy's an asshole. And Jordan says, no, he looks like that one creepy stalker. Zen says, look at that smile, creepy smile around. And Jordan says, that is a smile of pure madness and bloodlust.
Jordan also goes, dripping? What's it dripping with? Blood? And Logan goes, peanut juice.
Chet is here, hello. They just say boiled peanuts.
Zen goes, water? I don't know. You want to be the bus driver?
Sure. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line.
Almost there.
Pleasant looking.
The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station.
Super solid looking.
Schedule. Arrives Monday 11 a.m. Departs Monday 11:01 a.m. Jesus. Well, the sign reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you in this place behind. Maybe you should just be all the NPCs considering I'm the narrator and the main character.
How would this person talk?
Well, they look like a British person.
I'm not doing a British accent.
They look like a British person who's suffering from scurvy. So, make of that what you will.
Hey, Astra. I'm not a voice actor.
That's fair. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here.
Okay, so it's a woman.
Offer her your boiled peanuts as a condolence.
That seems like an insult.
Looks like somebody needs a hug. Hey, Tabitha, give her your condolences. Remain silent.
Give her your condolences seems to be the normal sane person option.
Or just saying, hey, Tabitha.
Yeah.
Gonna give her condolences. I'm so sorry for your loss, Tabitha.
Yes, great, thank you. Let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to.
Alright, biatch. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk.
Okay, fancy.
You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic.
June says, why do you not recognize her from your memory? Why do you remember her from Facebook? It seems like she was not close to this side of her family.
Yeah. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Tip, dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully.
Okay.
So, Explore, how are you holding up? Explore, I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? So, the funeral. Have we ever actually met or remain silent?
I feel like maybe the first two?
I think either...
How are you holding up is nice. I guess we're both part of the Dead Moms Club. Seems like something this character wouldn't be offended by.
Yeah.
From my, snap judgment of them as a person.
I also think Have We Ever Actually Met might be a good one, because then we might get more lore.
True.
On the characters and, the family.
You know, if it can be done without advancing the story, it might mean that we can take multiple ones.
Yeah.
In that case, we're going to be reading a lot of exploratory dialogue.
Hell
but
yeah.
in case we can't, which one do you think is best?
I think Have We Ever Actually Met.
Alright.
Have we ever actually met before? I'm pretty sure this is the first time, right?
Yep. You have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess.
Mystical. I can sense a deep scar in our bloodline. That was unnecessary. Is there bad blood between us? I wish I had known about you. Ha ha, yeah, Dead Moms Club. Remain silent.
Well, now the Dead Moms Club seems a bit too facetious. And I want to say that was unnecessary because that's aggressive. I'm tempted by the mystical option, but that also seems really dramatic for catching up with our cousin.
Yeah. We could say, is there bad blood between us? Or, haha, yeah, Dead Moms Club.
What about I wish I'd known about you?
That
seems like friendly.
Yeah. I don't know why my mom left or what kind of grudge she had against this side of the family, but I'm sorry. I wish I'd known about you.
Whatever. What's done is done.
Tabitha stares straight ahead, her expression tense and icy. Okay, we can do more things.
How are you holding up? Seems good.
How are you holding up?
Fine.
You know you can talk to me, right? I lost my mom too. Okay, but if that ever changes, then good to hear. We seem like we're definitely irritating her.
Yeah. She doesn't seem like the type of person you should try to get too cozy with.
So maybe feel good to hear.
It seems so dismissive, though.
It does. Maybe just okay, but if that ever changes.
Yeah. And then maybe just stop talking to her.
Okay, but if that ever changes, I'm here for you, okay? Even after I go home.
Sure.
Tabitha stares straight ahead, her expression tense and icy. So we could remain silent, or we could say, I guess we're members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? Maybe that's how we crack her. Maybe she has a very dark sense of humor.
Maybe we crack her by leaving her the fuck alone, though.
This is true, but I really want to
say it.
Okay. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh?
Oh, that's the wrong option.
Oh, man. Your cousin turns to stare at you, an icy hatred in her eyes. Maybe this would have worked to ease the tension if she was somebody else, but she isn't. She turns back to the road, such cold and unforgiving. Remain silent. No, that was not the right option. Oh, man. I really thought she was going to be like, heh, or something. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road.
Whoops.
Whoopsies! And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Somebody used to cramped apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare to what's in front of you. A jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. Yeah, I'd say so. As soon as you enter, you're hit with a blast of dusty air. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of silent floorboards as the house itself the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind.
Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floor has been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you stick to your room, your bathroom, the kitchen, and hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being.
So, you live here? It's beautiful. Lie. It's beautiful. You really let this place go, huh? I thought y'all were loaded. Can't you afford to fix this dump? I feel like the mystical thing to do would be like, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I like how that's an option. Like, you can, like, it's not, like, I like how it doesn't force an opinion on you. Like, you can say it's genuinely beautiful. You can genuinely express that you think it's beautiful, or you can lie about it being beautiful.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
It is. The estate was the prized jewel of this region for a long time. It's quite a magnificent piece of architecture, even now. Shall we take our tour? Follow me. Maybe architecture. Maybe that's the way.
Maybe we
to
just
our cousin's
need
friendship.
to appease. We just need to be classy. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps.
Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie.
I clock a cat in the background.
Oh, Fluffy.
Baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you.
Tip: some explore options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully. Explore mystical. I can feel nature reclaiming this place. Someone cleans this place? This place is nasty. It's nice. Lie. It's perfect. Awesome. I love PB&J. Is there somewhere in town to buy food? What if I want ice cream? Or, alright, what's next?
Let's do the mystical option. Let's be weird.
I feel a wild energy in this room, as if the natural world is creeping in to finally reclaim its territory.
Okay, jeez, I get it. You think it's messing. I'll tell Janie to be more thorough this week. But you should know there's only so much anyone can do with a country house this old. It's always going to be a little grimy and worn, unlike you sleek city apartments. If a little dirt bothers you, you're going to have a rough time this week.
Oh. Oh, God. Now we can't say it's perfect anymore.
Oh, no. Is there someone in town to buy food?
I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries?
Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I order my food in bulk online, though, so I wouldn't be going with you. God, we could not say anything correct.
No, we can't. She just doesn't like us. We
Just
should
say
say sweet thanks.
Yeah, just...
Sweet thanks.
Cool, good talk. What's next? Don't...
Okay, what's next on the tour?
Bathroom, follow me.
Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop.
Oh, baby.
Talk to animals. Approach the cat. Yes. Is that your cat? Leave the cat be.
Approach the cat.
Approach the cat. Oh, look at his little neck wrinkle.
Oh, the precious
If
babe.
anything bad happens to this cat, I'm destroying this game.
Don't try to pet Foo-Foo. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know.
Foo-Foo speaks French, I think.
Nimi
parles pas. We should definitely Google translate that. Ne parles pas.
So it's gonna be like hot nonsense.
If I knew,
give me fish.
If I knew that the cat only spoke French, I wouldn't have picked to talk to animals.
Don't talk to me.
Pet her. Sorry, I don't speak French. Okay, well, can I pet you? Why do I ever bother talking to cats or leave her alone?
Leave her alone. Respect the cat.
I kind of want to say sorry, I don't speak French.
But we do. We know what they said.
That's true.
Leave the cat be.
Okay. Clearly, this is a cat that wishes to be left alone. You slowly back away.
I'm gonna leave Google Translate up. Chat says, it means I don't speak. LOL, never mind. I mean, I don't speak might be like the literal translation of it. Mm-hmm. But...
you gotta read Tabitha's lines, my homie.
Alright. Come on, let's get back to the tour. I still love the cat.
You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors.
Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must.
It's a nasty, wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Explore. Who exactly uses this bathroom? Wait, are you sure this toilet works? This is the worst bathroom I've ever seen. I like this bathroom. I don't need to go.
I'm so scared of talking to her because...
Well, we could just move on.
Yeah.
Because I feel like she's going to take anything we say as rude at this point.
Yeah.
If we're like, who exactly uses this bathroom? She's going to be like, oh, I get it. And if we're like, wait, are you sure this toilet works? She's going to be like, oh, okay, I get it. And then if we say, I like this bathroom, she's going to be like, liar. And then if we say, never mind, I don't need to go, so let's just lift toilet seat.
Oh, because we can talk to animals. Oh, scram, fellas, the jig is up.
Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. You're good, actually.
Just use them.
Just use the facilities. A toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall.
I hope you wash your hands.
Please, God, I hope so too.
Chet says, I had to learn French for like 6 years and I learned jack shit.
Valid.
Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me.
You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot, it has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage.
This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. To do a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. Is that where the possum
I think
is
the fact that is grateful being in bold, like just like an emphasis, like just a tone indicator, or is it like a hint that we have to be, we have to kind of kiss her ass a little bit. We have to be like, oh, what a lovely home. Oh, thank you so much for being such a great host.
I don't know.
Explore. Mystical. People have died here, haven't they? This room is amazing. What a dump. It seems a little dusty. This room is nice, thank you. Who used to sleep here? I guess I'll start to get settled.
I'd say it's great.
Yeah. What a great room. This is way nicer than what I'm used to.
Can't say I'm surprised. Each and every piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique, handed down through the family for generations. Okay,
we definitely gotta kiss her ass.
She's definitely very prideful.
Yes.
Her, demeanor made me think she would be, resentful and grumpy, which is why I was like, maybe say, the Dead Moms Club. I thought maybe she was kind of jaded, like an emo teen or something.
Yeah,
but no, she's very prideful. We gotta, compliment. I mean, this is a nice looking room.
It is.
It's not a lot. It's a very pretty house.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's responded well to us complimenting the architecture.
Okay, we just gotta compliment the house. We gotta seem like we're super chill with being here.
I mean,
there's a weird aura around this part of the bedpost.
That's just the light from the window.
I know, but it just looks like it's got energy around it.
I mean, that's good, though, because, we don't even have to light. This is a nice house, other than the fact that you can't walk on all the floors.
And it's real dusty, but yeah. Okay, go.
This is not an IKEA bedroom or whatever such nonsense you're used to in the city. She's kind of a dick.
She is. I think I'll say, who used to sleep here? That seems like a good follow-up question. Yeah. Wow, this place is amazing. Who used to sleep here? Who used to sleep here?
When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many, many people have slept here. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. I kind of want to ask her if someone's died in here.
She's gonna take that as an insult, though.
Maybe. No, yeah, she probably is.
Mm-hmm. So, I guess we can just say, I guess I'll start to get settled.
Yeah.
I guess I'll start to get settled.
Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings.
We got through an interaction without being too terrible.
See, the thing is, I was like, do I want to pander to her this much? Because she's kind of a dick.
That is true.
Part of me thinks maybe she's a dick with a heart of gold.
Uh-huh.
So, maybe if we be nice to her, it'll be good. Uh-huh. But, also, I kind of want to ask her if anyone's died.
That's true. I want to have an ally. I want to have someone on my side.
Her answer, I mean, maybe she would have been offended. Maybe her answer would have been similar to, the question we just asked, where it's it's 150 years old. Probably.
Yeah, that's true.
That concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me.
Tip: some dialogue options will open additional conversation paths, some right away and others down the line. Where are you going? What am I supposed to do while you're gone? Are you sure you can't take the day off? Did I do something wrong? Why are you being such a jerk to me? Are you sure you're okay? I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back.
I'm kind of feeling, are you sure you're okay?
Okay.
Doesn't seem like overly friendly, but
I don't know, because she didn't seem to respond very well to that in the beginning. She was kind of like, yeah, sure, whatever.
But, like, maybe she's just grumpy because she's sad.
That's true. Fine. Hey, are you sure you're doing okay? You seem kind of upset.
I'm fine. I just need to get back to work.
Maybe where are you going?
Sure.
Wait, where are you going?
To work. Somebody has to pay the bills around here.
What kind of work do you do? That's the only new one.
Alright.
What kind of work do you do?
I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom, it requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. And now we say...
We can say, good for you, sounds boring, that's kind of sad, ooh gross, hashtag girl boss, or I didn't know we owned a coal mine, or can I come watch?
I say either I didn't know we own a coal mine or good for you. Although I'd also... Maybe.
I'm gonna say I didn't know we owned a coal mine. I didn't know we owned a coal mine.
We don't own a coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your side of the family forfeited any claim to it years ago. Say good for you, I guess.
I guess so. That sounds pretty impressive and exciting. Good for you.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I don't think of it as boring or exciting in the same way. I don't think of cleaning a toilet, painting a wall as either of those things. It's a task. Yeah, I don't like our cousin.
One of those tasks could use more doing.
Like, I don't want to be antagonist. God.
That's a healthy mindset.
No, it absolutely is not.
Yeah.
Just remain silent. Just let her leave.
You decide to remain silent.
Great. Any other questions before I leave?
Why are you such a bitch? What am I supposed to do while you're gone? Are you sure you can't take the day off? I won't keep you, but we should hang out.
Maybe, what am I supposed to do while you're gone? Maybe she'll tell us about the town.
Yeah. What am I supposed to do while you're gone?
It was a very demanding job I should be getting back to right now that doesn't include figuring out activities for you to occupy your time with. Not your babysitter. Why don't you, I don't know, go walk around in town or something until you get tired. There are historic buildings to look at. I'm sure you'll have a great time.
Achievement unlocked at that damned smile.
Oh, God, Lord.
Can you take me into town?
Let her leave.
You decided to let Tabitha leave for work.
Are you all set then? I'll see you tonight. God, we should just talk to her as little as possible.
We really should. I wanted to get someone on our side for when things start getting scary, but God,
let's try some of the townspeople on that front. My thing is that, like,
let's romance the goth lady. And she'll be our ally.
I think this might be good for us because I'm the kind of person who wants to figure out every little bit of dialogue and figure out everything. So, like, maybe the fact that doing that could piss people off will make me actually play a game in a functional way instead of just being really obsessive about getting everything.
Fair. Your cousin leaves through the front door, and now it's just you in this sprawling, decrepit estate. A PB&J sounds great right now. Settle into your room. Go straight for the forbidden wings of the estate. Might as well head to town.
Settle into your room.
Okay. Now that your cousin is gone, the aches and pains of your journey sink into your bones. You stumble back up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance to your room. Take a nap, you've owned it. Put your spare clothes in the dresser. Check the closet. Look out the window. Examine the painting on the wall.
Look out the window?
You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape.
Hell yeah.
You'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the bird song. Yeah, you'd definitely do that. Just not right now.
Check the closet. Just look everywhere.
Oh!
Close the closet!
You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Pick up the doll or leave it
Leave it
be.
be. Leave
it. Some things are best left untouched. You close the closet behind you. Let's examine the painting on the wall. This must be an old relative of yours, very old, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you've barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Put your spare clothes in the dresser. You drag your friend. You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within. It's quiet but angry. Afraid!
Oh, I guess you're voicing the possum.
You can voice a possum. I just forgot. I know her. Oh, what's your name, little guy? What are you doing in my drawers? Can you move, please? I want to put my clothes in here. Can you tell me about the human who lives here? Offer him your boiled peanuts.
I think offer him the peanuts.
You hold out your still dripping bag of boiled peanuts.
Afraid! Death comes for Dustin!
You close the drawer. You might as well leave Dustin be.
Damn, we're so bad at this.
So bad at this. You open the top drawer next. It's empty. As good a place as you'll find to put your clothes. Dustin! Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you'd have been better off keeping your clothes in your nice clean bag, but there's no going back now. Take a nap. You immediately collapse onto the bed. You're tired enough that being alone in a strange new place won't stop you from passing out. So you thought. You cough as a small cloud of dust rises up from the mattress. These sheets might be fresh, but everything beneath them might have been around to see the dawn of civilization. You try to settle in, but the bed is lumpy in strange places, and you can feel the springs pressing through the fabric. You might be tired, but you're far from tired enough to get in more than a few minutes of uncomfortable napping. That's enough. Doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do in here right now.
Like forbidden wigs. I just wanted to make sure cousin was actually gone before we did that.
You want to?
Yes.
What if we fall through the floor and then get stuck there and we have to wait for her to come back and fish us out?
Then she'll hate us, and she already does.
Fair.
And spooky wigs.
With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going into the forbidden wings of the estate. You immediately try the nearest door, only to be impeded by a lock.
Uh-oh. Let's go to town. Or do you want to... Yeah, let's go to PBJ.
Let's get our bearings. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only thing louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. A PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, plates, and a knife. So we can approach Frou-Frou, search the fridge, search the pantry, search the cabinets, check out the garden. I'm going to search the fridge first, because that seems less likely to be filled with moldy things. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading, "Janie, stay out," in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words, "Okie dokie." You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. How does your cousin live like
Can we just, maybe she's the slug person. Can we just, go out to the garden and, eat some dandelions or something?
Maybe. We can examine old takeout, check mayonnaise, take jelly, grab ice cream, or close fridge.
Don't take the ice cream. You don't need to anger our cousin any more than we already have.
Examine the old takeout. Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting beyond words. A liquefied mess wholly congealed in its styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. The substance doesn't just smell bad. It smells ancient. For God's sake, put it back. Your body reacts before you even register what you're doing, compelled by a deep primal disgust.
I'm eating nothing in this kitchen. It's probably full of, human blood or some shit.
Yeah. You shove the container back in the fridge, pushing it into the depths of the shelves and out of your mind. Hopefully you can forget it exists and move on with your life. We can close the fridge if you wish.
Get out. Jet says, Janie truly doesn't clean shit. See, I like the roleplay aspect of it, because again, in usually in games like this, I'd be like, look at everything. But, like, now it's like, now I kind of want to be a character, you know?
Yeah, that's true. So we can approach Frou-Frou, or we can search the pantry, the cabinets, check out the garden.
Let's see if the pantry is less hideous.
Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Explore. Take bread. Take peanut butter. Examine mac and cheese.
I mean,
things in here don't seem disgusting.
Can we examine the mac and cheese without pissing off our cousin?
You pick up a box of Tabitha's mac and cheese. You can't say you've ever seen the brand before. Cook it for yourself, put it back, empty the box, and stuff it with the dead mouse on the shelf.
Put it back. I just wanted to see.
Staying away from the mac and cheese was one of your cousin's hard rules, and she already seems to not like you. You put the box back where you found it, reluctant to make things worse than they already are.
Take the bread that has a dead mouse, buy it.
I don't want to touch any food in this.
Just maybe take the bread and then just don't eat it.
Yeah. Pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack.
Maybe we can feed them to Dustin later.
All you need now is a plate, a knife, and the PB&J itself, even though we didn't take any jelly.
Well, yeah, I think that's the PB&J part.
Yeah.
The peanut butter and the jelly.
Right, yeah.
Take the peanut butter, I guess.
The king of nut butters, and only 3% of each jar is matched up cockroaches. All you need now is some jelly, a plate, and a knife. Close the pantry.
Maybe there's something less horrifying in the garden. Or we can talk to Frou-Frou.
We can also check the cabinets. It seems like we can do all of it. This cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware, and oddly enough, the utensils. Grab a plate and a butter knife, grab a bowl, examine a mug, or examine the shot glass.
Examine the mug. I'm not eating the peanut butter and jelly from this place.
Yeah. I was blown away at Blowing Rock, North Carolina. It reads what I just read out. So your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the estate. Maybe you can route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sights before heading home. Let's examine the shot glass. It reads, I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name was Pearl Ann, so it wasn't from her 50th. From the few stories you've heard from your mom, Pearl Ann wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses at their birthday parties.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we can grab the things we need, or we can grab a bowl, or we can leave. Seems like there's a note on that bowl. You reach for the bowl, but as you pull it down, a blend of vinegar and dead moth splashes onto you, immediately staining your shirt. On the back of the bowl is a note that reads, Moth trap, do not touch. Oops.
Frou-Frou says, ha, idiot.
Your shirt is now unpleasantly wet. You'll probably change into something clean before you leave the house. So we can now approach a Frou-Frou.
Why do things like this always make cats assholes? I love him
know.
Still.
Frou-Frou hisses as you draw near and remains firmly in place.
You might want to talk to me, but I don't want to talk to you. Go away.
Explore. Offer her your boiled peanuts. Do you like living here? Can you tell me about Tabitha? Can you tell me about my aunt?
Back away. Maybe one day we'll have, like, food to give Frou-Frou, and they'll love us.
You back away from Frou-Frou, trying not to make any sudden movements.
Logan says, what the fuck kind of name is Pearl Ann? And Chet says, eat PB&J in a shot glass.
Gonna read out the dialogue and just stare at it.
It's good to see that you finally learned your place.
I really don't like that they made the kitty cat an asshole. Peak cat representation was the cat in Coraline.
Yeah.
Frou-Frou's eyes remain fixed on you with palpable disdain.
You know,
then again, just everyone in this house seems like a dick, so...
You know, like, kind of aloof.
Mm-hmm.
And intelligent, like kind of had the energy of like an asshole cat, but was like actually nice, which is how cats are.
Yeah. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. You don't think you want to go out there after all. Are you even up to date on your tetanus shots?
Coward.
Return to the kitchen. This is some tomfoolery. You close the door behind you and return to the kitchen.
Let's just leave. I'm down not.
On second thought, you're not actually hungry anymore. The state of the kitchen has put you off of eating possibly forever. Maybe it's time to do something else. Might as well head to town or never mind.
Let's go to town. I want to meet some new people.
There's not much left for you to do here other than head out and explore the town. You do just that.
Maybe we'll meet some people who are nicer than our cousin.
Yeah. Achievement unlocked, Urban Explorer. Before leaving the house, you rinse off and change into a clean shirt. You're not about to meet new people coated in vinegar and dead moths. If you'd had known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seems to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension, though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. Continue down the path. It's really pretty out here. Continue down the path. Finally, you made it back to town. The Hollow, as the guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. A puppy!
Gretchen, come back. Oh, quit bothering strangers. Why, I do declare, who is this gorgeous stranger?
Oh, ho, ho! We have met our first romanceable character. She
Hello.
also has a shirt that says Mothman.
Kinda love her. Sorry about that. I'm gonna keep her talking like this.
Oh,
Gretchen
I think I was the one that was saying that. Like, I think I was like, who is this? Like, she wasn't calling us a gorgeous creature. We were calling her dog a gorgeous creature.
Oh.
Oops.
Well, she is one of the romanceable characters.
Okay, just continue, it's fine.
Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get it loose and cause havoc.
Explore, talk to animals, item. Offer Gretchen your boiled peanuts. Talk to animals. It's nice to meet you, Gretchen. Pet the dog. A pug. She's so cute. Tell me more about this wonderful creature. I don't do too well with dogs, so introduce yourself. I want to talk to the dog. I'm going to say it's nice to meet you, Gretchen. It's nice to meet you, Gretchen. I'm Astria.
Oh, Gretchen the dog. Oh, what
Look
a
at
sweet...
Gretchen's face.
My, oh my, I can't remember the last time I met a newcomer who was so wonderfully polite. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance, Astra. See, I hate that the dog is
on
like...
on her side.
I hate how, like, the dogs are always defaulted to, like, nice and friendly, and the cats are always like, he's an asshole.
Logan goes, she's pretty, and I'm gay.
Ha! That's a funny way to introduce yourself. I'm Stella.
Look at Gretchen's face.
Oh, what a sweetie. It's not often I see a strange face up in the hollow. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that.
Oh, slight blush.
Hello.
Hello.
You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral?
You boiled peanut just completely silently. Yep, maybe, no, none of your business.
I guess, yep, we already kind of introduced ourselves.
Yep, I just got into town today.
Wow, I didn't think there would be anyone else coming. Are you staying with Tabby? How's she holding up?
Upon mention of your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath.
One of these days I'll get that Tabitha to pet me.
Oh, I would die for Gretchen.
I haven't seen her since Pearl Ann passed. Or for a while before that, now that I think about it.
I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? A darkness hangs over her. She seems alright. I'm worried about her. Is she always so... I don't know how she's doing and I don't care, or why do you care?
Maybe did you say Tabby?
Yeah. I'm sorry, did I hear you right? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so bubbly.
She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, is she always so... Is she always so, you know...
Rough around the edges? Yep, that's Tabby for you. I wouldn't take it too personally. I'm not sure what it says about her state of mind that she's still her same old grumpy self. Probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even though she'd probably never admit it.
How long have you known her? Are you two friends? She's really not worth your time. I'm gonna say, how long have you known her?
Yeah.
How long have you known her?
Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everybody knows everybody else as far back as they can remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer's Night Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. Gotta love Shakespeare. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated and that was that. Haven't seen that girl or her horrible little cat since I was middle-aged. How old are you supposed to be? You look like you're 25.
You look like...
Oh, before it slips my mind, if you're staying up in that spooky old mansion, you must have met the Foo-Foo. How does that monster fare? Listen, don't be mean to...
Talks to animal... Oh, this is Gretchen.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought it was
Why do you think I put on the weird squeaky voice?
I don't know. Ugh, Tabitha's cat. Unfortunately, we've met. I will pet her if it's the last thing I do. It sounds like you and Fufu have a history. Ignore Gretchen lest Stella discover your quirk. I don't want to say I will pet her if it's the last thing I do. I don't care if Stella thinks we're weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've met Fufu. She might think she's so much better than me, but I will get her to let me pet her.
Wait, what? Are you messing with me? You can't actually talk to my dog, right?
Haha, yes, this is a joke. I cannot talk to animals. Alas, you have discovered my dark and terrible secret. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
Alas, you have discovered my dark and terrible secret. I can talk to animals and animals can talk to me. Your dog sounds like a southern belle when she talks.
Oh, that's how I've been having Stella talk.
That's fair.
Haha, yeah, of course you're joking.
You and Stella maintain silent, awkward
We're
eye
so
contact.
bad at talking to people. Well, next time you see that devil, please send my regards. And do let her know that not only do I still draw breath, but I very much still plan to outlive her. Oh, that was the dog. God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, if you just go into town, you must be... If you just got... God.
We're so bad. We should stop playing visual novels like this, because we are so bad at reading dialogue.
So, oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. Chet says rough around the edges, rough in the middle too. Damn. Logan likes that her name is Stella.
Yeah.
Chet says, ah ha ha ha, I've never talked to an animal in my life. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat.
Follow her. I see another romanceable character from the trailer.
Oh yeah.
The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Hey everyone, I'm Astro. What are you looking at? Quietly slide into the nearest booth.
Just do the third one.
You slide into the nearest booth pretending that you didn't notice everyone and the dino gawking at you like they'd just seen Bigfoot.
No need to be shy. They don't meet many strangers. It's kind of a big deal when someone new wanders into town. Especially since, well, they probably all know what you're here for, and by extension, who you're related to.
I see that cop in the background talking shit. You want to tussle, old man?
Hayden is here. Hello.
Howdy, howdy.
Even if you don't know anybody, it's not easy keeping secrets in a town this size. Hey, Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee.
They gracefully place a cup of specially brewed coffee in front of Stella. Do I see a non-bee?
Perhaps.
Another non-bee.
Perhaps.
I mean, look at that shirt.
Aw, shucks. Thanks, Avery. Maybe these two should just get together.
Maybe.
I like the funky guitar that's kicked in.
Hell yeah.
Here's some bacon for the little lady. Fumi?
Gretchen sniffs the bacon.
I
and digs
love
it.
Gretchen.
Look at her face.
I will die for Gretchen. Anything for you?
Item, explore.
Why is that an option for everyone we meet?
Is it bacon bagged for dogs? How much is the coffee? Order a coffee, order a biscuit and coffee.
Get a biscuit, I guess.
I'll have a biscuit, please. I heard they were really good.
Best in the county. Oh, and I'm, sorry for your loss.
Before you have a chance to respond, they're gone.
Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyway, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway.
Legend.
Cute. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck.
The people in this town are so chummy, and I know that it's probably a facade.
Yeah. I oddly feel like I might trust our grumpy cousin more than these, like, overly friendly townspeople.
Yeah.
Because no one who's, like, secretly a murderer is going to stare at you like they want to kill you every time you open your mouth.
Not unless you're in, like, Psycho or something.
Yeah. That should be right after the funeral, too, so it'll be a special occasion.
Is that, like, a church thing? Cool. None of that's really striking my fancy. It would remain silent. Maybe just
Ask
say
if it's
cool.
a church thing, maybe?
Maybe. But you guys are the cult.
Read your dialogue.
Oh, is the potluck a church thing? Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member?
No, the Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. I like getting weird vibes from the library hosting every event. Not too many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest.
I noticed the music change. Suspicious.
It seemed like a good question to ask, and Stella seems like a lot more amicable than our cousin.
Yeah. A non-religious community in the Royal South?
That sounds a bit judgmental.
I get that. That's a shame. Hell yeah, religion sucks. It'll remain silent. I feel like we've backed ourselves into a corner.
I feel like there's no, like...
I'm just gonna say I get that, because that's a pretty neutral answer.
Yeah.
I get that. I'm not of a church-going persuasion myself.
Same for me. Whatever feeling some folks get in church, I think I must be the feeling I get when I look up in the sky on a night hike. That feeling of peace and wholeness. That's not to say we're a town of heathens or anything like that. There's plenty of God-fearing folks around. They just aren't fans of the church. That's ominous. Well, they could just be, just non-organized religion, but
Yeah.
Since this is a horror game, I have a bad feeling about someone described as God-feeling and not religious simultaneously.
Very sus behavior, not gonna lie.
Well, the building's fine, but the pastor's another story. There's
There
just
we go.
something a little off about that guy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. And unfortunately, you probably will. Okay, so it's not the non-church people who are creepy, it's the church.
Yeah.
I knew something was up.
Please lead you lines.
Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of this week?
What's it to you? No clue. I'm sure I'll be able to occupy myself. I'll probably just do what I can to support Tabitha through this. I feel like saying no clue.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have no clue.
Well, you're in luck, as you've happened to run into the person who knows all the best stuff to do around here and has limitless time to show you around. My boss is pretty forgiving. Oh, wait, you probably wouldn't get that joke since we don't know each other that well. I'm self-employed, so I'm my own boss, so I'm forgiving myself. Get it?
Laugh uproariously. Yeah, I get it. Give a wooden laugh. Or no, please excuse the joke. I kind of want to cackle.
Just cackle at it. That's...
Funny joke.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow.
Is there nothing else coming for me? Gosh, if I had known the plate of bacon would be my main and only course, I would have waited before digging in. Aw, poor good. Here's your biscuit. Winnie says it's on the house. She sends her condolences.
Thanks, it looks great. You didn't have to do this. What do I look like, a charity case or chow down?
Maybe you didn't have to do that. I don't know.
Aw, you didn't have to do that. It looks great.
No worries. Hope you enjoy it.
Mystical. You picked up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You don't even need to taste it to know that it is good. Divinity given buttery form. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough.
That's kind of what it is.
Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Whoa, lie. I've had better. This is the best biscuit I've ever had, but that's not saying much. Just gonna say, whoa. Whoa. This is a really good biscuit. Wow.
So glad you like it.
Avery lingers at the table for a moment.
So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Haha, oh Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not gonna go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm gonna do it for you. These two should just get together.
I'm rooting for these
Why would we date
kids.
either of these two when they can just get together?
Exactly. Stella sighs. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh shit. Homie. We gotta collab sometime.
I'm a YouTuber.
Fuck yeah. With that southern draw, you're probably famous.
That's rad.
Wait, what? What kind of videos do you do? Wow, that's rad. Oh, okay. How does that make you money? Ugh, you and everyone else. I'm gonna say, wow, that's rad.
Genuine reaction.
Wow, that's rad. I've never met a YouTuber before. I'd love to check out your channel at some point.
Oh, thanks. It's nothing much. It pays the bills, but it's mostly a passion project, you know?
Shit, she's more successful than we are.
You know what I mean? She did say she was her own boss. Oh, we have
That's
8
true.
viewers. Damn. Hello, everybody.
Just to emphasize how much our streams do not pay the bills.
I just noticed. Hello.
It is only a passion project. There's no but to that.
Then says TDP Stella collab win. Right now, technically, I guess.
Yeah.
She's selling herself short, Astro. Her stuff is amazing. She hunts cryptids. Ooh.
Oh shit, Mothman. Wait, how did you know my name? Let it go.
Valid question. Valid question.
Wait, how did you know my name?
Oh, sorry. It's just that most people in town know about you. Sorry, I'm sure that must seem creepy. Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. The Hollow's a small place. Everybody knows everybody, and that includes extended family.
That it's all good. That's a little unsettling. Oh no, who's been talking about me?
Probably either that's a little, well, who's been talking about me? Like, I don't want to... I feel like I'm too afraid of offending them because of our cousin now.
They seem a lot more amicable. I kind of want to say who's been talking about me.
Yeah, I want to know who's been talking about me.
Oh no, who's been talking about me? I've never even met this side of the family. What would they even talk about?
Your aunt must have been getting it from somewhere. She was always on about something you were up to. Oh, oops. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. What matters is that now people can meet the real you. So it doesn't matter what Pearl Ann may or may not have said. It matters to me. I care. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Says, yeah, you can always make a good first impression and wipe the slate clean with the whole town. Huh?
Oh God, what was she saying about me?
Yes, please say, huh?
Oh God, what was she saying about me?
Ah, jeez. I'm sorry I said anything.
No, tell me.
Hey, don't worry about it. Pearl Ann was a gossip and would do that sort of thing with everyone. What was she saying about me?
Answer the goddamn question, Stella. I'll report your channel.
Spreading weird little rumors about folks is kind of her trademark. Anyways, weren't we in the middle of talking about Stella's illustrious YouTube career? I guess we were, weren't we? I think the best video to start with would be that river one. Not the lake, but you know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of that footage at the time, but it wound up being my most popular video by far. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on.
I think it's Catawba.
Catawba?
Catawba. Catawba.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I know. I am too.
The chat went away.
Fucking hell, man.
I need to read the chat. It's hard to read the chat during visual novels.
That's true.
There's no, like,
everyone shut the fuck up. Everyone's shouting about cryptids and Mothman.
Shit says everybody knows everybody. Everybody. Logan says, I want to draw more to learn about the digital art shit, but I want to watch the stream. You can do both, just listen to it. Haley says, Astra is Rastra Scrambled, which is related to a religious movement. We named them. That is not a code. I know you weren't here for that part of the stream, but we picked
that name. Chet goes, I gotta draw for a self-given challenge, preferably before the sun goes down and I'm missing watching something with my mother, but I too want to finish watching this stream. We'll probably upload it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
You guys don't have to be... Look, it says, bitch, I named the fucking character. Oh, you made it a secret code.
Oh shit, without even knowing what the game was about.
Still says, but then I wound up catching this on camera.
Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river.
Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've ever seen. I also heard people saying it was a dog, or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. It was a mountain lion. I could smell its stink from miles away. I'm still not sure what it was, but I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes.
Talks to animals. It's a mountain lion. Talks to animals. Gretchen thinks it's a mountain lion. That's an honest-to-God cryptid there. Oh yeah, totally a dog. Oh wait, a beaver? Hold on. Whatever it is, you should leave it alone, or I don't believe in cryptids. I don't want to burst her bubble and be like, it's a mountain lion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's an honest-to-God cryptid there. That's an honest-to-goodness cryptid right there. No way that's a beaver. a beaver or a dog, and there's no way a capybara would be swimming in a river in the mountains of North Carolina. Unless there's some North American colony of capybaras in Appalachia, but that would still count as a cryptid, wouldn't it?
Yeah, till someone catches a capybara up here, that would still count as a cryptid by most standards. My comment section went nuts for this footage. From there it spread to Twitter pretty fast. There were polls for days. I even had actual experts weighing in. It was all a really cool experience. And it meant the video did some pretty great numbers. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. Sure, it's not like any local sanctuaries were missing one, but there's always people keeping exotic animals as pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Haha, exactly. Some exotic pet owners set it free and now it will forever roam the Catawba.
The Catawba.
The Catawba, full of confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. Hell yes, I do.
Hell yeah! We're gonna be on BuzzFeed Unsolved!
It's actually a pretty easy one this week. We won't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. Whoops, sorry, Avery. It's okay. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. See y'all... Oh, that was Avery.
Yeah.
God damn it. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape.
Skunk Ape! What's Skunk Ape? Skunk Ape. Heck yeah, isn't that just worse Bigfoot?
I don't want to offend you, but I kind of like that one.
That's true. We could say, what's a Skunk Ape? Or heck yeah.
I kind of want to say, isn't that just worse Bigfoot?
Fine. Is that just worse Bigfoot?
Ha! It's definitely one of the lesser ape-type cryptids. And one of the smellier, according to some sources. They say you should be able to smell it before you see it. I don't know about you, but I find the idea of someone discovering something previously unknown to be exciting enough, even if it is just worse Bigfoot. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on a deck playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it would be worth investigating. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the cameras for me while I narrate against the darkening sky, that sort of thing?
Talk to animals. Are you gonna be there, Gretchen? Absolutely, against my better judgment. Yes, it's not like I have anything else going on.
Absolutely.
No, absolutely. I'd love to come along.
That's great. It's been a while since I've had anyone besides Gretchen out there with me. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
She's gonna axe murder us in the woods, but that's okay, it will be worth it.
I actually started the channel with a couple of buddies of mine back in middle school, so it's kind of like a blast from the past.
Damn, imagine having a channel you had in middle school. Ha.
Ha
Ha ha. I actually wasn't in middle school. So that just makes it worse, though, honestly.
Hayden says, I want your clout, Stella. There's me and... Oh, good lord.
Kanika
and Reese running around in the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible, but we had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a different chance we could get him to come out of his hidey hole if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call?
Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings.
Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. This is very different than the way she's been talking.
I feel like most of the way that I feel like most of the, like, impression we have about how she's been talking is just because you gave her a southern draw when she's clearly not supposed to have one.
True. Well, her dog is supposed to have one, and I thought her first line of dialogue was
the dog.
Yeah. God. So now she just has one. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or... Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind... Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods. I met someone cool in town today. They're Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going to look for skunk ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have more low-key hang. How's that? Haha, yeah, I'll bring 'em. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud.
This is Gretchen.
Right. Reese. There's always been something off about that boy. I never did like the smell of him. Looks like it's just you and me, pal.
Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Is he okay? Are you okay? Or what's his deal? Gonna ask the explorer one. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Why?
He's excited to meet you, of course. I think you'll find most folks in town are.
I'm gonna ask if he's okay, because he seems like something's wrong. Is he okay?
He's not feeling well, that's all. He's had a lot going on in the past, 10 years or so? But it feels like it's gotten a lot worse recently.
He's definitely a werewolf or something.
Yeah, for sure. Can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house.
He's a vampire.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. Well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along. He's hilarious. You'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week.
That'd be nice. We'll see you. Ugh, haven't I met enough people already? I'm gonna say that'd be nice. That'd be nice. I'd love to meet you, friends.
Awesome. I'll make it happen.
Should we romance the definitely vampire?
Maybe. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down since he's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. So, we should probably head out if we want to make it up to the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand.
You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. After all, it seems everyone in town has heard awful things about you from your now deceased aunt. Leave a tip. Leave a generous tip. You can't afford to leave a tip. Don't leave a tip. You didn't even spend any money. Does it say, like, how much cash we have?
I don't think it's something that matters.
Okay, this is just the history. I'm gonna save while we're at it. I think that's probably just the save button again.
Yeah.
Leave a generous tip. You reach into your pocket and pull out a crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you've got it. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously.
Aw, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure.
Stella turns to leave the diner with you following close behind.
Ooh. Oh, the bug is so small.
Baby! It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel a sense of foreboding, more alive than you've been in years, strangely calm, tense, unsettled.
I kind of want to be, like, more alive than you've been using. We're really not using this mystical thing, but, like, it hasn't really done much for us, has it?
Yeah, we're still in the
Oh, it's a
exposition stuff.
All it's succeeded in us doing is weirding people the fuck out.
Yeah, we should have gone with street smart.
Yeah.
More alive than you've been in years. You feel alive. The fall breeze passing through the leaves, the orange hue of the setting sun painting the horizon, the promise of excitement ahead. It's been a while since you felt this in the moment, this present. The world around you feels almost magical. Were a mystical creature to actually manifest in front of you, it would fit perfectly in this world.
Logan says, "You're gonna get murdered, bitch."
Probably. Look at Gretchen.
Oh.
Look at those leggies.
You gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change. Like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes.
Are you really expecting to find anything? Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids like ghosts and whatnot? Has anything bad ever happened on these hikes? What's the weirdest thing you've seen in these woods? Or let's move on.
I say maybe the last two.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, what's the weirdest thing you've seen in these woods? What's the weirdest thing you've seen in these woods, other than anything cryptid related, of course?
Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of the nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. What the fuck?
What the fuck? I don't think deers are carnivores.
But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, Tetanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and stored garbage. The grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name.
Jesus Christ.
What is this place? Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there.
I don't like how much tetanus has been mentioned so far in this game.
It was all stuff from the 50s too, which was super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir.
Are you really expecting to find anything? Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids, or has anything bad ever happened?
Let's do that one.
Has anything bad ever happened on one of these hikes? You know, just curious.
Let me think. There was that time... What's Gretchen doing? I'm afraid something's gonna happen in the background.
Oh.
I feel like we've accidentally manifested it.
Yeah.
There was that time back in the early high school when Reese fell down a cliff. But he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his legs only took a couple of months to heal. Oh, that's horrifying. All in all, not too bad. Where are we? I guess there was also that time I was here alone and I kinda got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way out. Turns out that the wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to the hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie, she is not. As if I made sure to get those nasty little skunks a piece of my mind. That's what I did, and I kept Stella company, just as she would for me if I decided to hide in a hole for hours. Took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later, I was right as rain, so it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was the time I accidentally stumbled onto old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. That happens to everyone sooner or later. I'd barely count it. I do. I count it. Hello.
I count it.
So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered.
Are you sure it's safe, or the other two options?
Let's ask about ghosts.
Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing.
Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck, though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creepy floorboard. When all is said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there, but if there are, I sure of heck haven't seen any myself. Chet is apparently leaving. Goodbye.
Farewell.
Werewolves, I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they really are out there, geez, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So let's hope all that is just bunk, am I right?
What about aliens?
I like that.
What do you think about aliens?
Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real. They have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. I adore my darling Stella, but she gets the strangest ideas in her head these days. Ever since her parents went away, she's been more and more foolhardy with this critter nonsense.
Lore! Stella lore!
You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real.
There exist things beyond our realm, but I wouldn't call them aliens. Heck yes, aliens are real. I'm skeptical. See, that's just what the government wants you to think.
What if we just use our mystical trait to be like a normal person who suddenly goes into like a weird trance?
That'd be really funny.
Do it.
There exist things beyond our realm, but I wouldn't call them aliens.
Everything that exists in this universe is cut from the same cloth, one way or the other. To call something an alien is to simply imply that it is something else, something that doesn't belong. Whoa, haha, you've got to be my friend Kineka's mom. You two would get along.
So, you want to do one of these?
Let's say, are you really expecting to find anything?
Are you really expecting to find anything out here? What are the chances we actually run into a skunk ape in just one night of filming?
That's fair. We are hunting a creature that stayed hidden from humans long enough to gain a mythic reputation. What are the odds of something like that popping up to star on my little YouTube channel? One's gonna pop out of the bush behind us right now. Yeah. But hey, the chances are never zero, right? Did you hear that? We've triggered an event. Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Oh, Duke, you rascal. Gretchen's voice changes every time I read the dialogue.
Yeah.
Same to you, Stella. You're always jumping at nothing, girl. Phew, sorry for being jumpy. Duke, I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie, just old Duke. Now, what the hell are you looking for way out here? Skunk ape? Sorry I asked. Who's this you suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick. You aren't... Is that... Yep. I see. Welcome to the Hollow. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers.
Jesus Christ, I hate that this town knows way more about us than we know about them.
It's good and unsettling.
It is. Another stranger, another opportunity for a salty introduction. Awful Duke, you boiled peanuts.
Do it. Just do it. Fucking hell. Just get rid of them, please.
You hold out the slippery bag in front of Duke. It's grown quite fragrant since you first put it in your rucksack, like the scent of old beer, but you're pretty sure that's what it's supposed to smell like.
Boiled peanuts from your backpack? No, I'm all set, thank you. It's our only option other than do nothing.
Yeah.
Now both of y'all head back to town now, you hear? It's best you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter and I won't be too appreciative of a couple of fools with a camera scare away the most sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You seen anything like that recently? Look at his face. What do you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damn camera down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help you out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. That you did. But I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listen to any of it the way you tromp around in the woods at night yelling about chunga-bungas and what have you. Something's been getting my chickens. I've lost 3 this week, and I can't afford to lose any more than that. I'm sorry to hear that. But, I wonder if a skunk ape has a taste for chickens. Now, see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no skunk ape, whatever the hell it is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. Do people in this town not believe in mountain lions?
I guess. I don't know.
Maybe we should have said it's a mountain lion. Maybe that would have been, like...
spooky.
Yeah. I don't care what you little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's 1% getting at my chickens. It couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. Oh, we should have said that it was a mountain lion.
Yeah.
It's true, there were mountain lions out here, sure as sin. They pee on all the best trees. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple of school-age Boy Scouts been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people who posted on your video. They were calling me all kinds of names just for seeing things with my own eyes that I know to be true. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of these woods at dawn. If you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight.
Mystical, I don't think this end wells for you, but we were here first. What if you find a mountain? What if you find a mountain lion? What if you find a mountain lion? Don't kill it. Right on, Duke. Kill that mountain lion. Can't you just buy more chickens? Okay, let's go. Don't butt in. This is between Duke and Stella.
See, on one hand, I don't want to, sound like I'm threatening him with the first options, but that feels like an ominous warning that we must face him.
Yeah.
He's gonna get murdered. Maybe say that, even if I offend him.
Yeah. I don't think this ends well for you.
Ha! How would you know? I go hunting in these woods all the time. Night, day, opossums, bears, it don't make a difference. Even a mountain lion won't stand a chance against the ingenuity of man here. Unless it's not a mountain lion. Listen, don't judge me for drinking my water. I'm doing all this funky
just glancing at you, bro.
Oh, don't you get started again. If your daddy could hear you now going on about ghouls and goblins, using what he taught you to run around these woods like some kind of paranormal investigator. You want that to be his legacy, girl? And besides, you know my boy, Bo. Me are headed down to the state fair to show off Big Betty this week. We'll be gone days, and the chicken coop might as well have a big all-you-can-eat sign on it if I don't dip this in the bud tonight. You know how I feel about my chickens. I couldn't take it if I lost any more of the poor little ladies. And you know I have to put out a video by tomorrow evening. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor. Who knows what that'll mean for my career.
One of us is going to die tonight. I can feel it.
I feel like that's important to say. I don't want to say it, but I feel like we definitely should.
One of us here is going to die tonight. I can feel it.
Now what's that supposed to mean? You trying to threaten me?
I don't know. It's just a weird
go
feeling.
with that one. We're not threatening.
I don't know. It's just a weird feeling. A weird bad feeling.
Whoa, are you psychic or something?
Signs point to yes. My reply is no. Maybe ask again later.
I love that.
Okay, which one do we say?
Maybe, just maybe. That'll probably piss off dude.
Maybe. I do get a lot of weird feelings, especially before bad things are about to happen. I've been having more of them than usual for the past week, now that I think about it.
Ah, hush. There's no such thing as psychics. You're just trying to unsettle me so that y'all go off in the wood to film your little video. Astra, I think you freaked out Duke enough for one even. Maybe we should leave the poor man to his wild goose chase. Absolutely we should not. He's gonna be the one getting murdered. I am not freaked out by your friend's theatrics, but if you get out of my hair, sure, I'm greatly disturbed. If it gets you out of my hair. Now run along home and stay out of trouble.
He's gonna fucking die tonight, and it's gonna be upsetting to see. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came.
Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know the trail that'll get us around him.
Yes, I knew you wouldn't give up on the hunt. Lead the way. Oh no, we aren't actually headed back to town. Are you sure you don't want to, watch a movie instead? No way, not with Duke and his shotgun out there waiting to blow.
I still want to follow them. I know someone's gonna die, but I think it's gonna be Duke, and I think we should follow.
Lead the way.
And trust me, we don't have to have anything to worry about from old Duke or his shotgun. I've gone out hunting with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. The trail's just up ahead this way. Let's go.
I love Gretchen's face of fear.
Looks super concerned all the time. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera?
She hands you the camera and takes position.
Ahem. As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Astra, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. And keep digging, Gretchens. I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. Logan just says, escape.
Escape.
In the meantime, we get to take in all this beautiful scenery. It's gorgeous out here, don't you think?
Mystical. There's something wrong here. It's breathtaking. I haven't actually been looking. Being this far from civilization stresses me out. I've been better not a fan of the bugs.
Say it's breathtaking. I think we've given enough ominous warnings for now.
We tried.
At least that we're getting the ominous warnings.
Yeah. It's breathtaking, and the air is so clean and fresh, I feel like I'm breathing for the first time.
It is. I'm glad you came out here. Gretchen has no appreciation for the beautiful mountain visits, and it gets old saying wow into the empty expanse every time I come out here. It's nice to have someone to say wow with.
Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. What was that? Oh no, the skunk ape has found us. It's Duke back with the shotgun run. Death has come for me at last. Goodbye, cool world. I can only say, oh no, the skunk ape has found us.
I kind of think it remains silent. Because it's an animal that we could scare off by talking.
That's
maybe.
Remain silent.
Did you hear that? That's the sound deer make when they want to warn the rest of the herd about big scary predators. Like us. Let's check it out. Okay, so it's possible it's just us. Or it's possible it's a monster.
Oh, God. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. Oh, man. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness.
Pain, rot, decay. A deer, let me at him. How dare he infringe upon my dearest Stella's personal space. Let me at him.
And then it's gone.
What was wrong with its face?
What was wrong with its face?
Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. See, this is why you keep the camera rolling, Stella. God.
Yeah, you would have had some fucking content.
If you had. Oh my, it seems I was consumed by blinding rage. How very unladylike. What you must think of me? She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato, and they won't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they?
Explore, talk to animals. I think that deer was threatening us. There was something wrong with that deer. Why do you bring her with you? Well, that got my heart rate up. I'm ready for the hunt. It's never too late.
I think either any of the first ones. I don't think the deer was threatening us. I think there was something wrong with that deer.
Yeah. There was something wrong with that deer. Did you see its face?
Now that you mention it, there was something a little off. Oh, like the two giant tumors growing out of its neck! Yeah. Was that possibly what was off of it, Stella?
Yeah.
I bet it was an abscess, maybe a tumor. It's not like wild animals can get those taken off, so they just get bigger and bigger. Poor thing, but there's not much we can do about it.
Why do you bring Gretchen with you?
Yeah.
Why do you bring Gretchen out here with you? She doesn't seem like the safest choice for a hiking companion.
Excuse you. Though after that outburst came over me, well, I suppose I can see the merit to your concerns. I actually find her to be quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her when I'm not on one of my cryptid hunts, so I can't hold that against her. I'm just happy she's still so feisty even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is running around in the woods at 17. Holy shit.
Oh.
Holy shit, that's an old dog.
Yeah.
And I feel like the fresh mountain air and exercise have helped a lot in that regard. You defy the laws of nature, don't you, Gretch?
Well, that got my heart rate up. I'm ready for the hunt.
Same for me. How about we take a quick snack break to fuel up, then we get right into the night's activities. I've got all the best trail snacks.
As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Take the trail mix, extra M&Ms, take a snack bar, take the dried apricots, take some sesame sticks. No thanks, I'm not really hungry.
I don't fucking care.
I do like me a dried apricot. You grab a handful of dried apricots.
I actually dried those myself. I wound up getting a bunch of apricots for free from Janny a while back. Didn't know what else to do with them. It's wild how easy it is to make your own dried fruit.
Really? Maybe I should try it out. That's neat, thanks, Stella. That sounds fake. Cooking is never easy. That sounds like a ton of work when you can just buy some at the store. I'd burn my house down. Silently, Taryn.
Maybe one of the first two.
Yeah. Really? Maybe I should try it out sometime.
Yeah, you just slice up your food of choice and put it in the oven at like 200 degrees, set a timer for 4 hours. You come back to a whole mess of dried fruit. Do make sure you set a timer though. That's the most important part of cooking, honestly. Never assume you'll be able to tell how much time has passed. I never would. My concept of time is non-existent. I guess that actually applies to a lot of things.
You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws a stick, distracted for the time being. Look at her go.
Oh, potato.
Oh, I forgot we named our town Beans.
Oh, God. This is why you can always give a good serious name. Just no sarcosis, a skeleton hand. Anyway, So, tell me what it's like in Beans. Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Or is this an interrogation? Tell me what it's like to be Astra.
I live alone in a dingy studio apartment. I live in a closet in a house with 10 roommates. I live in a doorless basement that floods whenever it rains. I live in an apartment with a difficult roommate. I live in a 12 by 12 shed in someone's yard. I live in an internet cafe. I'd rather not say.
Okay, so now we get to decide our backstory.
So, do we live alone in a stingy-ass tiny apartment? Do we have a ton of roommates? Do we have a difficult roommate? Do we live in a basement with no exits? Do we live in a shed?
I'm kind of either like studio apartment or a shed.
That's fair. I kind of like the lore of a difficult roommate.
True, true.
Everyone's just laughing at Beans.
Yeah. No helpful insights from the chat. Logan says studio apartment.
Let's go with that then. I live alone in a dingy studio apartment. And I love it, and it's a mixed bag, and I hate it.
Maybe it's a mixed bag.
And it's a mixed bag. At first it was kind of nice to finally have a space that was just mine, but now it feels cramped. It's like I'm stuck in a closet alone and no one can come let me out because I chose this for myself, and as far as they know, I'm happy being there. The lights flicker, and the toilet is constantly getting backed up because the landlady upstairs keeps flushing her cat's litter. It smells like cigarettes for some reason, and it's home to an extremely durable population of roaches. But I guess it's home. I do what I can to spruce up the place. I've got a plant. You know how they say living things are supposed to brighten up a room.
When you put it like that, I'm understanding that old mansion is a step up or a step down for you. Maybe just a step sideways. Have you been looking for a different place, or maybe finding a roommate? There's gotta be a better apartment than that in a big city like Beans.
Beans? I've thought about finding roommates. I've had enough bad roommates for a lifetime, and this is cheap. I've been saving up for something better. Maybe I've been saving up for something better.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear you. I've been saving up for something better.
Oh, yeah? So, what do you do for a living?
I build up programmatic ads for a company nobody's ever heard of. I sell arts and craft on Etsy. I'm a first-year associate at a big law firm. I'm a streamer. I'm a student. I'm a teacher. I'm in the service industry.
I almost feel like saying I'm a streamer because
it's for the irony. Then maybe
accurate.
we can have a kinship with her.
We're gonna fall in love with her instead of the goth chick.
Okay,
we haven't even
listen.
seen the goth chick.
But she's a cool lady that makes YouTube videos hunting cryptids.
No, I'm cool with that, too.
I am fine with having romance blossom
I'm just cool
naturally.
with being friends with anyone, you know?
Well, we gotta say I'm a streamer.
Yeah.
They gave us an option. We can't not go with I'm a streamer when we're currently live streaming.
Yeah, no,
the
we
game.
kind of have to say that.
I'm actually a streamer.
Oh, no way. A fellow content creator. That's awesome. I knew we had a lot in common, Astra. What sort of streams do you do?
Hot tub. I play video games, I do art, I teach people how to cook, I play music, I mostly just
we
talk
have to
people.
do video games, right?
We gotta base this person off of us.
Now they're self-insert. I mean, I guess they kind of already have been since we've been doing, like, well, what would we do?
I mostly stream video games.
That's cool. I'll have to check out your channel sometime this week. How do you like it?
I wouldn't trade it for the world. I used to like it, but now I don't know. It will remain silent.
I guess I wouldn't trade it for the world. Streaming's fun.
I would trade all of you for one corn chip.
No, you guys are great.
I wouldn't trade it for the world. Most people I meet tend to raise their eyebrows when I tell them that what I do, but I love it. It might not be much, but it makes me feel like I'm taking control of my own destiny.
Believe me, I can relate. I don't think I'd give up what I do for anything.
A crisp breeze passes over you. What about you? What's your living situation?
Yeah, just interrogate her back. Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town.
Logan just really ominously went cake ellipses, and I don't know if that's completely unrelated or if they are hardcore judging me for saying I'd trade them for a corn chip.
We trade all 5 of you for 1 corn chip.
1 corn chip.
No, we wouldn't.
Half a corn chip.
Corn chips aren't even good.
Corn chips are actually nasty. It would have to at least be a Cheeto.
I mean, I guess that's kind of the point of that phrase. Like, I'd sell you to Satan for 1 corn chip.
Sell you to Satan for 1 corn chip. They're judging me. Listen. Okay, 1 Cool Ranch Dorito. That's a step up from corn chip, at least. They go, I'm going to cry, please. No, we appreciate you. God.
It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been.
Oh, do you live with your parents? Do you live alone? Made silent.
I feel like there's some tragic backstory with your parents that I feel like it's rude to pry, but I also want to know about it.
Oh, do you live with your parents? Family home and all that?
Haha, no, it's just me. They aren't with us anymore.
Oh, did they move? Oh, geez, I'm so sorry. Or, oh, because they're dead. I'm gonna say, oh, geez, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, read the room a little bit. It's okay, you didn't know. I kinda did. From the previous dialogue, but...
Yeah.
And I've done my morning. You don't have to watch your tongue around me or anything. Life goes on.
So what were they like? I'm sorry for your loss. I can relate. My mom died pretty recently. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club. No need to overshare.
We're just gonna keep using that line until it works on someone.
What were they like? Did you get along?
They were amazing. 2 of the nicest people you'd ever meet, and interesting, too. My dad was a bit of a regional legend among hunters and trappers. He was always out in the woods on the trail or something, and we certainly had some interesting dinners because of him. He had to learn how to fend for himself, you see, since his family didn't have much growing up. So he learned how to hunt and trap and got damn good at it. He made sure I had food, and I knew how to get it if I ever found myself too far from a grocery store. I could always make us a pretty good job with just what's in this clearing. If I had to, though it wouldn't exactly taste great. As for my mom, she was a saint. She was the local vet, the lady all the farms in the country would call if their animals were in need of something. She was as smart as a whip and strong to boot. Turned out pulling out calves out of 1,600-pound cows all day is a great way to build muscle. Why am I so shit at reading numbers?
Blah.
Zen says Dead Moms Club, woo.
Zen also went, stop bargaining, you viewers. Never. I still haven't gotten my Dorito.
But she was gentle, too. Even the smallest mouse would get the proper care in her hands. I'm sure she's most of the reason Gretchen here is one of the oldest dogs I've ever met. So yeah, those were my parents.
So we can either say, I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club, or I can relate, my mom died pretty recently. So we can either be earnest, or she did say we didn't have to watch her tongue.
Yeah.
What do we say, guys?
I don't know. I like how the title is like, we've already decided we're gonna romance the goth chick, and now we're like, Stella's pretty cool though.
I wasn't expecting the other romanceable characters to be so charismatic.
They're probably all gonna be charismatic once we get enough time to spend with them.
Probably.
So Logan says Dead Mom Club.
Alright.
Hopefully we don't ruin our whole friendship.
Junior Mouseketeer. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club, huh?
Huh? I guess we are. How are you holding up?
I'm okay, hanging in there. Terribly, to be honest. I was glad to see you go. I don't feel much about it, or I'd rather not talk about it.
Okay, now we get to...
So we get to be like, I'm okay, I'm dealing with it real badly, or I fucking hate my mom.
I guess I would explain why we keep wanting to be like, we're in the dead mom club. I wish there was just God, I wish there was a more neutral option. I don't know.
I guess I'm okay hanging in there.
I don't know shit about her mom. We haven't been told anything about her.
I'm okay hanging in there. It was a long time coming, so it wasn't a surprise. I'd kind of come to terms with it by the time it actually happened.
Maybe that's what I was glad to see her go. Maybe she had like a disease or something, so it was like she's probably better.
Yeah. And it's not all bad. She doesn't have to be in pain anymore. That's a relief. The hospital bills are another story, though.
Yeesh, I can't even imagine how bad that must be. It's just salt in the wound at that point. Whoa. My stars, what was that?
That was Gretchen.
Oh. My stars, what was that? I'm making her squeaky sound.
We're gonna get jump scared. Stella immediately packs her bag and slings it over her shoulder. Mr. Cole, that wasn't a sound meant for human ears. Jesus Christ. Skunk ape, more dear, please tell me that was a
Maybe
raccoon.
if we say skunk ape, she'll take the camel out and actually fail.
Oh man, it's skunk ape. It's gotta be, right?
Could be. Whatever made that sound, I've never heard anything like it, and it's close. Don't like that. Here, hold Gretchen's leash for me and let's check this out.
I don't want to be in charge of this old dog.
I don't want...
In her life. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods.
Stay close, Astra. I wouldn't want any harm to befall you.
Talk to animals. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush.
Pain. It's all pain. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all.
Oh, something. It had a big tumor and something just crawled off with that.
What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I guess that must be maybe 2-3 foot tall. Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we have to rule out skunk ape. But whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. Looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it.
Right behind you. I was on board with this whole thing, but now that we found something, oh no, what have you gotten me? What have you gotten me into?
We have to follow, right?
Yeah. Right behind you. You follow Stella as she sprints into the unknown, Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Stella, my darling companion, are you alright? Oof.
Are you okay? Oh god, the monsters got you. We're gonna die out here. Tripped, and here I thought you were a hardened mountain girl. I'm just gonna say, are you okay?
Be a normal person.
I'm gonna lead the room. The situation is fucking spooky. It's not super spooky for me playing yet, but if I was in this scenario and I would be
terrified.
And I saw a chicken with a tumor get taken away by some grabby little hand of some 3 foot tall hairless thing that just giggled, I'd be like,
I would definitely not be going after it with the flashlight. I would be running back and trying to find the guy with a shotgun.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Haha, yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. Oh no, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. Oh, Jesus, it's still alive.
Investigate the chicken. Don't go near that. Remain silent. Oh god, what do we do?
Investigate it?
I think I forgot to do a warning in the beginning of this video, but if it wasn't clear enough from just the fact that it's a horror game, there was a content warning for general disturbing content, swearing, and gore.
Maybe don't go near it. Don't go near it. Let's not die.
Don't go near that.
People can die in this game. Don't go near anything.
Oh, shit. I didn't know we could get an NPC murked in this game.
We can't.
So
I just remembered that. No, you have don't go near the chicken. We should have said to turn around. Jesus, Stella, don't go near that. That thing
that was my line.
Oh.
Jesus, Stella, don't go near that. That thing is diseased.
Stella, be careful. That thing doesn't smell right. Don't worry, I'm not gonna touch it. Not with my hands, at least. And hey, I'm sorry that this thing's turned out to be so grisly. I swear that's not normally like this. Get away from the bush. We can go home after I film this, if that's what you want.
I'm committed to this. Don't worry about me. I can keep going. Yes, please.
Like, I don't want to back up, because I want to get the story, but, like, I'm really afraid she's going to get murdered. They wouldn't do that in, like, the first night, right? Like, that's gotta, if they can die, that's gotta be, like, a late game thing.
I'm gonna just say nothing. You say nothing, Estella says a closer examination of the bird.
Ahem, it seems like we found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. I'm gonna have to put up some massive content warnings for this video. It's gonna get demonetized.
So are we.
Did you hear that? There's something out there all around us. There's something out there all around us. I can smell it. There are so many of them. Oh my god. Oh, fucking hell, it's Duke.
Duke's gonna fucking die.
He's gonna get dragged away by the creatures.
Yeah.
What in the Sam Hill are you doing out here? Didn't I tell you to... Bodie? Oh, Bodie, what's wrong, darling? Good God. Oh, the man just loves his chicken. Did y'all see what did this to her?
No, but I'm pretty sure we can hear them. We caught a glimpse of something earlier. It wasn't us. Please don't shoot me. Why should I tell you anything?
We got a glimpse of something earlier. This is the truth.
We caught a glimpse of something earlier, and when we chased after it, it brought us here.
Whatever did this to her, I think we can hear them in the trees. Put that camera away, for God's sake, girl. I don't want to be in another one of your videos. No one needs to see me like this. No one needs to see Bodie like this. You wouldn't put her online, would you? Not when she's like this, all swollen and hurting. Duke, did you hear me? I think they're coming closer. Get your gun, man! Get your gun!
Zen goes, R.I.P. Stella, you were so positive.
She's not dead
She's
yet.
not dead yet. Don't say this. Don't
You stay away from Stella, you mongrels. Come out, you sons of bitches. Duke, don't shoot them. We have no idea what'll happen. I don't know if that picked up, but there were creepy whispers saying this place is cursed. You hear that, Stella? That ain't the sound of something peace-like. Whatever these things are, they'll pay for what they did to my girls. Come on, whatever your name is, grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot.
Oh, fuck.
I can feel the white heart rage from earlier start to wash back over me. I'm going after them.
As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. Dive for the flashlight.
Dive for Gretchen.
Gretchen! Oh, what the fuck is that thing?
Oh!
Oh! Gross! Ew!
Oh, it's a worm man!
Ooh. You dive forward and scoop Gretchen into your arms just before she manages to wiggle out of her harness. Your eyes fixate on the dark tree line over Duke's shoulder. Ew! Ew! Ew. Oh god, did we just choose Gretchen over Duke?
He has a gun, he can shoot it if he wants to.
Can't see!
I can see it.
That's true.
I didn't want the dog to die. I thought,
Yeah,
I
me
didn't
too.
think this action would directly correlate with his death.
Yeah.
Oh god, this is too much expensive.
Oh! Jesus. You hear a body hit the ground and then quiet as the chaos fades and the sounds of nature creep back in.
Gretchen, Astra, Duke, are you alright?
Woe is me, a postmodern Cassandra. Yeah, I'm just glad we're not dead, just a little shaken up.
Maybe just a little shaken up. Just something.
Just a little shaken up.
Same. What happened? Did I lose myself again? I apologize for being so easily shaken up. I will do better. Where's Duke? Gretchen! Here, I'll take her. My poor little pup. Thanks for watching out for her. Duke, are you okay?
Oh, shit. Oh.
Ugh.
Poor trigger discipline. Achievement unlocked.
Oh, yikes. Oh, we killed Duke.
Oh, Duke just got his brain blown open. Oh, hell.
I think he accidentally shot himself in the face.
How the fuck do you... This is his... I'm not sad about saving the dog. Listen, I understand it was dark and that thing was freaky, but, like, bro.
I think it, like, smacked him and knocked the gun out of his hand. I don't know. But it did say poor trigger discipline.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Duke, holy shit. What do we do now? What the hell are we supposed to do?
We have to go after those things. We gotta go to the police. Let's just forget this ever happened. Can we please just go home?
Yeah, let's go to the cops, I guess.
What do you mean, what do we do? We've got to take this to the police. A man's dead.
What happened to Duke? Is something wrong with him? Why won't he get up? Oh, Gretchen. You right. And we have footage of what happened here. I mean, like, I know it's bad that a man just died, but I actually am kind of more glad that we
Listen, okay? It's a fictional story. Everybody's always more upset by the dog dying than the person dying. Everyone's just screaming.
Yeah, Logan says, what the fuck? No, what the fuck is that?
I did warn you guys that there was gore. It wasn't that bad, though.
Zed says, I love him. SCP neck.
Disgusting.
But it's so dark and shaky. It all just seems so unbelievable. We need more footage. Come on, let's go after them before we lose our chance. We do not.
Lead the way. Are you sure this is a good idea? Oh, you nuts. A man is dead.
Yeah,
Are you nuts? A man is dead, Stella. Your friend is literally lying dead against a tree and you want to go after
Stella's
them?
less cool now. Yeah, you're right. Let's head back and call the police. My phone should get reception once we're back at the main road. So we just assuming those things are gone?
Oh! As you and Stella quickly make your way back through the woods, the unearthly whispers of creatures unknown once again surround you. Stella, oh god, they're back. Just ignore them.
I think just ignore them.
Just ignore them. Just ignore them.
I know, we have to just keep pushing forward. Listen, I will not be mad about not saving the man with a gun over the dog. The dog is defenseless.
The dog doesn't know what's happening. The dog doesn't deserve this.
Yeah. We're almost there.
As you and Stella reach the main road, the whispers fade back into the sounds of nature. Get in the car! Get in the car! Get in the... I don't care that they stopped following us! Get in the goddamn car, Stella!
So it sounds like they've stopped following us. I certainly can't smell that stench anymore.
That was Gretchen.
Oh. I certainly can't smell that stench anymore. I should get reception now that we're back on the main road. Let me find my phone so I can call the sheriff.
You feel a buzz in your pocket. 6 missed calls from Tabitha.
Oh shit.
Plus, where the hell did you go? Where are you? And 13 text messages. Call her, text her that you're okay, text her that she needs to calm down. Yikes, Tabitha's been blowing up my phone. I didn't think Tabitha would be so easy. What-oh. I think I'm in trouble. It's nothing important. I think we should call her.
Yeah.
You try and call Tabitha back, but it goes straight to voicemail. Text her that you're okay. You text Tabitha back and let her know you're okay. Your message sits unread.
I guess just keep it to yourself. We don't need to involve Stella and family drama.
You slide your phone back into your pocket. You can deal with Tabitha later.
Alright, let's call the police.
Stella pulls out her phone and dials.
Hello, Earl, it's Stella Richmond. I'm up on the mountain on the Assigned Trail. Tempt. Duke is dead, Earl. Shotgun, it happened right in front of us. There's something in the woods. You gotta hurry. And the police gonna be fucking useless like always. Okay, yeah. Are they really gone? Yeah, I think we're okay, but hurry, Jesus, Earl, who's gonna tell Bo? I guess now we wait. How about now we walk?
Now we get in the fucking truck. It takes a little while, but eventually a patrol car arrives at the scene.
Why'd it take you a while? How many crimes do you have in a town with 5 buildings in it, huh?
Well, cops are just always useless. Out of it walk 2 officers, Sheriff Hugby, a friendly older man, and Deputy Franklin, a serious man wearing sunglasses, despite it being the middle of the night.
Take those fucking
This is so quirky, considering there's a man dead in the woods with like 3 feet to our left.
See, right there, a thing jumps out of the woods and then the shotgun goes off. What in the Sam Hill? What is that, some kind of Pillsbury Doughboy? Could have been a naked maniac.
You gave him the perfect voice for that.
No, there was more than one. They chased us through the woods. Whatever they aren't human. And they killed Duke. Uh-huh. Now we're gonna have to confiscate this camera, Miss Twistman. If you don't mind, this is evidence. But, okay. So let me just turn it off to save the battery. Here you go, Deputy Franklin. We appreciate your compliance with the law. I don't like
that
these
was
people.
that guy.
Oh. We appreciate your compliance with the law. We'll get a team out in the morning to retrieve the body, but for now, Sheriff Hugby and I... Please, call me Earl. Earl and I will escort you and... Who are you exactly? That's Astra. They came in town today for the funeral. Astra? Astra, as in...
Tabitha's cousin, yeah.
Yeah. Damn, didn't think you'd actually show. We'll escort you both back to town. If there's a naked maniac on the loose... Oh, that's... God damn it.
Just pay attention to whose mouth is moving and what the fucking name is.
We'll escort you both back to town. If there's a naked maniac on the loose, it's best you don't walk back on your own. It wasn't a... Never mind. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in the woods. Those things out there could attack someone else. Well, it ain't exactly like old Duke is going anywhere at this point. He'll still be there in the morning. No, he definitely won't. We only have a skeleton crew at the moment. Monday nights are Deputy Dirkson's bowling nights. Oh God, fucking hell.
Jesus Christ.
A man is dead, assholes. We'll be on alert for any more reports of naked maniacs, but retrieving Duke will just have to wait. What other crimes do you have to attend to?
Yeah.
In this fucking town?
They just don't want to go into the woods full of demons, even if they won't admit that they're full of demons. And you know what? I respect that. Please take me home in the car that creatures cannot get into as easily.
No, if you'll kindly step into the vehicle, we can return you safely to your home. Do we have to ride back with you? We can just walk. Those creatures left. We'll be fine. I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist for your own safety. Yes, please do.
Stella sighs.
Okay, thank you. What kind of
suspicious.
Psychopath wants to walk back?
Maybe that means there's something off about the coppers.
I mean, I would ideally like to avoid riding around with police officers too, but, you know, it's not really about police car versus woods full of demons, more like any car versus woods full of demons. I'm not a fan of police officers, but if the choices are between them and a bunch of demons who I just watched whip a chunk out of a man's skull,
I'm going in the vehicle. Alright.
I would take literally any vehicle over walking.
Worst case scenario, we can sacrifice to Franklin.
You can ride up front with me, little lady. That is, if your mama permits. I certainly cannot turn down some extra pence and affection, especially after the ordeal we've all been through tonight. Haha, sure, you can hold Gretchen on the way back to town. I'm still not sure if we made the right decision to save Gretchen, but, like, my thought wasn't save Gretchen or save Duke. My thought was save Gretchen or get a flashlight. I didn't realize that getting the flashlight was correlated to whether or not Duke was gonna die. Maybe it wasn't.
I kind of already assumed Duke was a write-off anyway, so I thought it was either gonna be like, you get a look at the monster or Gretchen dies. And so I was like, I don't want Gretchen to die.
Yeah. I just kind of also assumed Duke was dead meat, so I was like...
Zen, I assume about the horrifying monsters in the woods, went, me and the boys at 2 a.m. looking for beans.
God.
Great.
You two stay out of trouble. We'll have all this sorted out in the morning. Just get a good night's sleep. I like how they have no questions for
They
us.
are absolutely unbothered by the untimely death of one of their community members.
And you, whatever your name was. Oh, and you, whatever your name was.
No, that you were right the first time.
No.
It is that guy.
The other guys.
Deputy Franklin.
I don't know their names.
Franklin Earl.
Okay.
I'm not giving these pigs my name. You say nothing.
Sure, you're in town for the funeral? Good. Don't you go leaving before then. I imagine we'll need to ask you a few questions about everything you've seen tonight. Why not ask them now? Why are you so bad at your fucking job?
That's just how they are.
Stella, keep an eye on them for us. Make sure they don't get into any more trouble. Y'all have a good night now. Bye-bye, Gretchen. And y'all have a lovely evening. If any bugaboos give you trouble, just know how to get in touch. What is this man's problem?
Somebody is dead. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods. No one but Stella in sight.
Holy shit.
Why on earth did you ask them if we could walk back? They seem a little blasé about everything. Keep an eye on me, are they for real? I can't say I'm surprised. Why did I ever agree to go in the woods with you? How are you holding up? I'm gonna do the explanation.
Why? Yeah, that's a question.
I hope you don't mind me asking, but why on earth did you ask them if we could walk back?
That's a fair question. I've just had some bad experiences with cars. I don't know how to drive them, and I don't like getting into them unless it's literally a question of life or death. It was!
There were little demons in the woods.
Look, it says they act like everything's fine, but a person has fucking died. Maybe no one liked Duke.
Stella seemed to like Duke.
Which I guess tonight was. Sorry if I weirded you out. God, what a night. They seemed a little blasé about anything.
Yeah. They sure seemed a little blasé about a man's death.
I can't believe they're waiting until morning to even start looking for him. Who knows what those things are doing to his body right now? Yeah, it's not gonna be there in the morning. I believe that they are well-intentioned, if in over their heads. No, they're fucking not. They're cops.
Yeah. They're both.
Yeah, they're both ill-intentioned and in over their heads.
Yeah.
And what's worse is that I think they implied you're a suspect even after we showed them all that footage.
The truth will get out. They have to pin it on somebody, or I'm screwed.
Depending on someone, that's accurate assessment of how policing works in
Yeah.
America.
The cops, it's the whole job depended on somebody, so of course they picked the out-of-towner. He was hoping the footage clears my name.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, with the footage and an eyewitness, should be good. But it's okay. I'm not gonna let anything bad happen to you. Nor will I, though I have very little understanding of police work. I was there, I filmed the whole thing, at the very least it'll never hold up in court. And it won't get to that point either, because we're going to do a little investigating of our own.
Are you fucking bonkers,
Absolutely,
dude?
we are not.
I would literally be like,
I'm going to have to insist
I'm
you
skipping
leave.
the funeral.
I would be out of this town, though now that we're friends with Stella, I might feel bad leaving her to the demons. I would at the very least insist that she leave the dog home for the next trip.
Yeah.
We've got to find out more about those things. If we can get clear footage, or better yet, a trap of one of them, there's no way they can blame you for what happened. The library doesn't open for a while, but I've read every book on cryptids they have and never came across anything like this. There is somebody in town who might have some useful information.
Goth girl?
Who is it?
Goth girl?
Her place isn't far. We should head over there now before it gets any later.
Goth girl? Let's do it. Sure, why not? Let's keep this nightmare going. I should check in on Tabitha. You can talk to your friend's mom. I'm going to bed, or screw this, I'm out. I do kind of want to check in on Tabitha, but also, like, fuck Tabitha, you know?
We've had I kind of want to be like, sure, why not? Let's keep this nightmare going.
Okay, sure, why not? Okay, let's keep this nightmare party going.
You alright, pal? Seems like you might be losing it a little. All the more reason to visit my friend's mom. I always leave her place feeling lighter. Come on, she's just down this way. I'm glad you were sticking it out with us. It's always nice to have an extra companion.
You'd be dead if it wasn't for our ass. Gretchen, you dumbass dog.
Logan says, a goth girl, question mark. I hope she's still awake. There's something foul creeping up behind us. Astra. Jesus. You and Stella turned to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road.
Is that Duke?
You didn't hear it approach. Oh my god. Is it?
Oh, I don't want to click forward. I don't want to see his awful face.
Oh god, I think it is. Look, he's got a bloody shirt.
Oh, I'm gonna hold this cup in front of it.
Welcome home.
Whoever this is, its presence has chilled you to your soul. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway.
Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight.
You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night.
Logan says, what the make fuck? What the make fuck? Okay, I guess his name is Wayne. It's not Duke's wee animated corpse.
Oh, but his shirt's covered in blood!
Maybe. Maybe it's just some other generic grime or something.
Oh, yeah, it's ketchup. Hot sauce. He had some fucking Frank's Red Hot and he had a little accident. Jesus!
I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late?
Look at Gretchen!
Oh, please leave your dog at home.
Yeah,
please.
For real. Though honestly, I am glad that we picked the speak with animals trait. Because
that's been so helpful.
It's been helpful.
And who's this? Hi, Mrs. Forsyth.
Forsyth, maybe?
Forsyth? This is Astra. Is it okay if we come in?
You and Mrs. Forsyth briefly lock eyes. So blinding and overpowering is her aura that just looking at her feels like staring directly into the sun. Her gaze pierces entirely through you, and in that moment you feel wholly known. And then the moment passes, and you see only the woman before you.
Of course. You're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. And her name is Cybele. And for goodness sake, you can call me Cybele. You're an adult now, after all. Why am I just giving everyone a vague country accent? I guess we are in
the Laurel South.
We are in Virginia.
Yeehaw! Country boy, I love you.
Welcome to my little nook.
I like it here.
I like this house.
Cybele can be my homie. I'm going to
leave
stay
the dog here until the demons are gone.
Yes.
This place always has the loveliest aromas. It's nice to finally meet you, Astra. I'm so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the Hollow, and now poor Pearl Ann is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town.
Explore. Item. Offers to Cybele you boiled peanuts. Who was that outside? You knew my mom. How did you know that my mom died? I never met Pauline. Definitely who was outside? Who was that outside?
Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him.
It's not what I want to know.
Maybe you knew my mom?
Yeah. You knew my mom?
Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth.
Should we offer her the boiled peanuts?
Maybe.
You had your bag of peanuts as a good disciple. She offered you and Stella tea after all, and it's only polite to offer something in return.
Oh my, thanks you for the kind offer, dear, but I'm afraid it's far too late for me to have something offered. We took these and now we're just gonna have them for the rest of the
We can never get rid of them. We can never pawn off these fucking peanuts. How did you know that she died? Oh, I never met Pauline. How did you know that she died?
Oh, Pauline was a chatty woman. Never much went on that I wouldn't get an earful of, bless her heart.
I never met Pauline. You don't have to pass on your condolences to me. I have no feelings about the woman.
Ha! That's fair, child, but it seemed like the right thing to do.
We need your help.
Ah, yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? I'm not so sure I followed you. Of what I know which oils to use for which aches. I know a bit about classical spiritualism. Just what sort of unexplainable things are you talking about? Duke was killed tonight by something in the woods. Oh, my lord. Have you contacted the police? Yeah, and they didn't take it very seriously. They're not even looking for the body until tomorrow. Those things out there, I don't even know how to describe them. I can't say I know much about the local wildlife. My daughter has always had a brighter gift for nature than I. This wasn't local wildlife, Miss Forsyth. Here, I can show you.
Stella pulls a memory card out from her sleeve and pops it into her phone.
Does she keep that from the police?
Hell yeah,
Hell yeah.
Stella. ACAB, baby.
I wasn't just about to let the police hold on to this, at least not before we had a chance to make a copy.
Smooth. The cops are gonna get mad when they find out you kept that. I can't believe you're withholding evidence.
Smooth.
Smooth. The cops wouldn't know what to do with that footage anyway. Imagine if they accidentally erased it.
I'm here for the useless cops trope. It's much better than the, hero cop trope.
The only exception is Hopper, who is a legend.
Yeah. Exactly. I'll give it to them if they ask again, but for now we can examine the footage for ourselves. I feel like maybe Duke was always gonna die. Although
I feel like it.
Like, that's just the vibe. Although I guess if Gretchen had died, there would also be an investigation. We just wouldn't have involved the police.
Probably not.
I'm gonna give the poor old woman a heart attack. Where was this? Up in the mountains to the northwest. Within the town limits? Yes. I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? I need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back to get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. Kanika? Are we seeing Kanika? You better come with, Stella. I'm sure she'll be more willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Please address the teapot. It's stressing me out. Kanika, come out. We could use a little help. What, Mom? Oh. Hey, Stella. And Gretchen, who's a good potato. Kanika, is it me? Am I the good potato? I most certainly hope I am. And a stranger. What are you doing in my house? do not give her the boiled peanuts.
So we could say, hi, I'm Astra. Or I was helping Stella with a video and something terrible happened.
That one seemed good. Introduction and, like, a summary of what's happening.
Yeah. I was helping Stella film a video in the woods and something terrible happened.
Tabitha's cousin? Yep. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out there. Zen just says goth girl question mark. I think it actually might be.
Is it?
I think so. Maybe.
Hell yeah. She doesn't look very goth.
Well, she's also in her pajamas.
She is also in her pajamas. My pajamas don't always look very goth either.
Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. Duke got killed out in the woods tonight. It's on the recording. Wait, are you serious? Duke's dead? We can watch this without you. You know I have a harder stomach than any of your friends. I'm pressing play.
Silence washes over the room as the video plays.
Stella, what the hell is this?
Sailor Moon t-shirt.
This is far beyond my ability to contribute. I'll leave the thinking to you humans. I'm sorry either of you had to see this, but Astra and I have no idea how to make heads or tails of it. Stella, are you okay? Did you get hurt?
She might be the goth girl. There were bats on her head wrap thing.
I'm pretty sure she is.
Hell yeah! Time to romance! Maybe not right now, but...
Now is not a good time. Zen says it was fleshy and necky. Oh, someone named Lizard Person is here. Hello. They just say, in your house to give you peanuts. We can't just offer... This is a serious situation. We can't just offer everyone we meet trippy peanuts.
Yeah.
I'm fine, really. I'm okay. We just remained silent. We were not asked.
Yeah.
Poor Duke. Poor Bo. Has anyone told him yet? We talked to the police. I hope they told Bo, but Earl and Deputy Franklin didn't seem to be in much of a hurry to do anything. I'll call them later tonight. Call him. But for now, we have something far more serious to discuss.
Mystical. What happened in the woods? We weren't supposed to see any of that. I agree, those things are still out there, more serious than a man's death. I didn't like Duke anyways.
Maybe the mystical option. It feels like a good time to have a vision.
Yeah. Whatever happened in the woods, we weren't supposed to see any of that.
Lizard Person just says, the pug looks like my grandmother.
Oh, man.
Gretchen is a granny. She's like 17
She's
whole
an
years.
old little potato.
You're not wrong. Those things, my grandfather called them ditchlings. They are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Oh, so they're not even the big scary thing. They're like the, what was that thing from Doctor Who? They're the pilot fish.
The pilot fish.
Oh, no! No! Bad! I don't like it. Mom, come on. Whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Astra with this tally pop crap.
It says tally po, but okay.
Tally po crap. A man just died. Have some respect. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. The creatures themselves are harmless to people, despite that grisly scene in the woods. Are you sure? They smacked him in the head and killed him. How can you say that? Duke is dead. An unfortunate accident and nothing more. Just as a bird flocks before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. Does that mean we didn't kill Duke? Would Duke have just died because he shot at them anyway?
I think so.
Okay, then I'm glad we saved the dog.
Yo!
To see one is to be cursed by fate. Jesus, Mom, they've clearly had a rough night. They don't need this. It's okay, Kanika. This is helpful. Stella, whatever those things are, they aren't magic. We can't rule that out. Not after what we saw. I don't know. I don't care if they're magic or not. They're horrifying.
I like this family photo in the background who I'm assuming Kanika is there, and she just looks pissed as fuck.
But fine, let's focus on what we know. Whatever they are, they're doing something to these animals. You saw the chicken in a video. What was that growth?
Maybe the ditchlings will hear for Duke. Talk to animals and mystical symbols right about these things. They were clearly warning us.
Oh yeah, they were saying, they weren't like threatening us when they were whispering. They were saying like, this place is cursed.
Yeah, Kanika has a point. Stella, don't buy into this magic nonsense. Maybe they're making more of themselves. Whatever it is, it's not good.
I mean, whatever it is, it's not good was my legitimate reaction to all of this.
That's true. We can say the explore thing because that probably won't change much. Maybe the ditchlings were here for Duke, like some sort of self-fulfilling prophecy.
Unfortunately, no. Their presence forewarns of something far more sinister than one man's death. Stop speculating about this occult nonsense. Let's focus on what we know. Yeah, what are these growths?
So we can either say, whatever it is, it's not good, or Sybil was right about these things.
Could we only understand what they were saying because of the talk to animals trait?
Maybe.
If that's the case, then talk to animals is probably the best fucking thing in this game.
I'm gonna say talk to animals and mystical.
Lizard person says, my ankle just cracked. Mine do that all the time.
Stop it! You're disgusting. I have to agree with Sybil. I could clearly hear them telling us that this place is cursed and to get out while we can. Spooky stuff.
Wait, are you serious? I couldn't make out anything. It was all just garbled whispering to me. Oh my god!
It was because it talked to animals.
I'm so glad we picked that one. How interesting. Are you sure you're not just subconsciously rewriting your memories to match my mom's theories? We might not get along with the goth girl.
Yeah.
Even if we were to assume for a moment that you and Mom are right, I still want to know what they were doing in the woods. Maybe what we're seeing here is some sort of parasitic larva stage, part of their life cycle. But I don't want to jump to any conclusions about something this out there, not without doing some research or talking to a biologist. I'm sure there's a rational explanation that'll clear all this up. You know, too bad Kanika didn't stick around with the cryptid hunting.
Yeah.
They could have really had like a BuzzFeed Unsolved thing going on between the two of them.
Shane and Ryan, baby.
Oh dear, I'd forgotten entirely about the tea I put on. Let me fix you up a couple of cups. I'll help soothe your nerves. This is way longer of a game than I thought it was.
How long have we been doing this?
This is the first episode.
Yeah.
Almost 3 hours.
Oh, I'm invested, man. This is good shit.
Yeah.
Weed out the fucking lines.
I don't know. It's getting late, and I should let Astra get some rest. I ran them ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror.
Bold of you to assume I want to go back to my shitty cousin in this creaky old spooky house.
I have to walk. It's so far away. I'll have to walk through a
I'm
country lane.
I am not walking. I can keep going. I'm still wired. Yeah, I'm ready to pass out. It was nice meeting you, though. You don't have to leave on my account. Thank God. Let this miserable night finally end. I'm tired as shit.
I don't want to go home.
I can stay out. I'm still wired from everything that happened.
Ha, okay, maybe it's just that I'm eager to get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around on my usual forums to see if anything has any information on ditchlings, is that what you called them? That's right. You go home now and try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night on the online. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see ya. Bye, Astra. Wizard says, the dog looks so traumatized. That's just their face.
Yeah.
Oh god, there's the creepy man gonna be out here again.
Ah!
It's excellent ice store warm. Though with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you.
Well, if I was this lady, I'd be like, why don't you guys just stay in here tonight, huh?
And then you can walk out and just, in broad daylight. I don't know if that stopped the demons. Although they did just establish the ditchlings are harmless.
Yeah, but there was that creepy fucking guy.
Yeah, apparently Cybele knows that guy, though, so.
Yeah.
What an unfortunately short visit. Alrighty, let's head back home. My home, I mean.
Thank you.
Can I stay at this home? I do not want to go stay in a...
Oh, thank fuck! Okay.
And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. I'm not walking down a dark country lane at night after this. Absolutely not. No way.
I should probably head back before Tabitha has a conopton. I should probably head back and check on Tabitha. No, I think I need some time alone. Hell yeah, sleepover. Thinks I'm terrified of being alone tonight. Thanks, terrified of seeing Tabitha.
We texted Tabitha that we're okay, and they didn't read the message, so I'm terrified of being alone tonight.
Yeah.
That's an accurate thought.
Thanks for the offer. I'm terrified of being alone tonight.
Yeah, no kidding. I can't say I was looking forward to it myself.
It doesn't take long for Stella to fix up the guest room for you. While it's certainly smaller than its counterpart at the estate, it's far better cared for.
It's so exciting to have a guest. I can't remember the last time we've had company. Make yourself at home.
You didn't have to do all this. What do you make of all this? Who was that guy outside of Cybele's?
I guess that's that again. Maybe they're a townsperson?
Mm-hmm. Who was that guy outside of Cybele's? There was something about his presence that chilled me to my soul.
Wayne? I haven't really gotten to know the guy. I think he works in the mine. Is he one of Creepy Bus Guy's friends?
Friends, yeah.
Might be worth looking into him.
What do you make of all this?
Gosh, I don't even know where to begin. Those creatures are out there and Duke is dead. I know that some of the things Cybele said was a little wild, but if he is right and they are an omen, maybe we can change things and stop whatever brought them here before it happens.
There has to be a more rational explanation. It can't hurt to poke around town. I don't know what to think.
Couldn't hurt to poke around town.
I have the time.
Agreed.
You know you didn't have to do all this, right?
You don't have to worry about that. I'm glad the guest room is finally getting some use.
Alright, I'm gonna hit the hay. Alright, I'm exhausted. I think I'm gonna go pass out.
Get some rest, Astra. I'll see you in the morning. I'm on the verge of passing out for myself. What an exciting, if terrible day.
As you settle into your room, the thought of trying to reach Tabitha one last time before bed crosses your mind. Call her. Pull out your phone and call. It rings for a moment before she picks up.
Where the hell have you been?
Explore. I called you back. I texted you back. Do you know someone named Wayne? I watched a man die tonight. So, you used to go by Tabby. Huh. I saw horrible things tonight. I want to leave. Look, I got suckered into something. It was weird. I met this girl in town and we hit it off.
Maybe just I called you back.
Yeah. I called you back as soon as I had reception.
Did you? I didn't notice.
Do you know someone named Wayne? Do you know anyone named Wayne?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't want to just straight go into I watched a man die tonight, but I could be like, I saw horrible things tonight.
Yeah.
I went into the woods with this girl I met to find some cryptids, and a lot of really terrible things happened.
Ah, so you met Stella then. Ugh, that explains everything, and she's gotten you all worked up. I don't like Tabitha.
You mean either? I don't think you're supposed to like her.
I'm going to bed. I'll collect you tomorrow. Yeah, I don't like her.
From the comfort of Stella's guest bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to somebody else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters, make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a relaxing week in the mountains with a new friend. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. From behind closed doors, you can faintly hear the sounds of quiet sobs.
Good God, when is episode 1 gonna end, man?
I feel like it's gotta end pretty soon, right? I think this might be the end because it's like an animated thing.
Yeah, I was about to say this seems like a natural stopping point for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful animation.
It is. Apparently the person who did the art for this game is a graphic novelist.
Makes sense. It's very good.
Oh.
What? Oh.
It's like a blood stain on the floor there. Alpacas. Hole with demon eyes.
Is he just playing like a trailer for the game? I feel like it is just playing the game's trailer.
Maybe. Door with a scratched up door frame and a shit ton of locks. That's always fun.
Logan says, don't forget to save your game.
I don't think we need to. I think we finished it.
Yeah, but it is an episode, so and how's that work?
Okay, achievement unlocked. Linguini Ratatouille, Ebony Darkness Dementia Way. What the fuck? This is the end of episode 1. Episode 2 is slated for an early June release through an early access page. You can wishlist the full game on Steam. Please do. Which we did. We're gonna hopefully play the rest of this game.
Yeah,
Just fill in a different slot.
Right. So, like, how does this work with, like, your choices being, like, Like, clearly it builds a lot on choices, so how does that work with, like, the episode?
If you'd like to continue with this world state in episode 2, please save your game now. Cool. Continue.
Okay.
I guess it probably just, like, takes the files or something.
It probably, like, works like DLC or something.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, well, that was episode 1 of Scarlet Hollow. We hope you guys enjoyed. It was quite spooky. But it was also really fucking good. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the game coming out in a couple of days. We're definitely going to play it. It hasn't gotten super gay yet, but we did make the main character non-binary, so I hope that was queer enough for you guys for Pride Month to start off with. We're going to be playing a lot of other like LGBT games this month, so hopefully you guys will have a lot of fun with that. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed, and we will see you guys soon. Lizard person says, almost pissed myself.
Alright.
That's very valid. It is very spooky. I will give it that. It's very atmospheric. But yeah, we'll see you guys soon. So bye Lizard, bye Logan, bye Zen, and bye everybody else too.
Bye.
Deuces.